me get the number, Pink. Let me get the number. I told y'all I was finna memorize it, chat. Told y'all I was finna memorize it, chat. Yeah, there we go. Start Q&A. Let's pull that over to the top. Alright, there we go. Make sure I got everything working. All right, man. What's going on, YouTube? I need everybody to double tap the screen, shut a live out, man. Double tap the screen, shut a live out. We got threats to raid Obama from the Trump admin. MLK files being released. Where is the Epstein files? We got a Hunter Biden 3-hour sit down, and I want y'all to call in now. Are y'all locked in or what, chat? Are we locked in or what? Double tap the screen, shut a live. I don't care if you far left, far right, liberal, conservative, leftist, Marxist. Get your ass in here and let's have this conversation right now, man. Double tap the screen, shut a live out, man. Y'all know what time it is. Where is the tag at? Where is the tag at? Sunset Shake.
To the greatest damn show on YouTube.
Yeah, that sound about right. Sunset say she locked it.
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
Yeah, that sound about right. Let me get my vocals right, man. Y'all double tap the screen. Y'all shut a live out, man. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. We in intro mode, baby. Where that baby go there?
I told my niggas to mark my word, I guarantee that I'm next. I got the arms of a bodybuilder from the way that I flex. Might just hit the strip just to go blow me a check. They know what the fuck I'm on. They say that they got some of the best gas. They call it Southern Georgia. Chain on chain and ice on ice like Adam Sandler. I'm water boy. I know I'm all in the head. That bitch laying in my bed. Wait till I give her a spread. I'm a master with the head. Don't let these social fool you. These nigga broke. I know that they ain't bought it. Ain't got no car but talking shit. Okay, then little walkie talkie. I told that bitch to come home. I ain't got time for no bitch that's stealing. Talk to blood, she called me daddy. And I'm screaming out no D. I'ma make sure that she come. I'ma fuck her glue on my tongue. I know the night is still young. So baby, let's get it in. I know that she like it tonight. She spicy. She added a friend. They ain't identical, but they fuck alike. So in the bed, I call them twin. I call them twin. Bitch, shoot a shoot. 1 + 1 = 2. What you tryna do? Go back for back, check a swoop for swoop. Either way it go, I'm on. Either way it go, I'm gone. Brody them just got like 100 on me, they tryna get them gone. What you college at wet? What's the name? And he put it in his song. Brody them got the purest powder, it's pink, you know this shit is strong. No diddy. I'm the type of nigga that turn my bitch up in each city. Brody cut out, we celebrating, we hit the gritty. I feel like a baby, I'm tryna get that milk up out them titties. It's no question who young and the latest. If you want your bitch, then when she talking, hear her. If I want the bitch, I'm going Pittsburgh. Still her. I keep some on the side, I don't have trust in just the main bitch. Suck me up while I'm driving like damn, I'll die by this lane switch. Shit, different type of free, so we ain't never got a tussle. Throw it back like Miss London, it's something like be hustle.
Oh, man. Double tap the screen, shut a live out, man. You said they should. It could be crap. What's up, Doug? Double tap the screen, shut a live out. Let's get the likes up here. Let's get some people in here. Let's have this conversation. They done released the MLK files. We thought we was getting the Epstein files. We thought we was getting something else, but they done released the MLK files, and I want y'all to call in and tell me how you feel about it. Is it a cover-up? Is it passing the buck? Is this what we asked for? I want to know how y'all feel about it. We got the full, I looked on there, man. I went to the MLKfiles.org. It's about 6,300 documents on there, man. It's about 6,300 documents on there going deep into COINTELPRO. COINTELPRO is exposed. We seen what they did all through that, man. Straight up. They had infiltrated all the movements, man. You said, why would Obama house be raided? Have you not heard what Tulsi Gabbard said? Have you not heard what Tulsi Gabbard said? Tulsi Gabbard said Obama committed crimes allegedly. Tulsi Gabbard said that Obama colluded to overturn the 2016 election. Um, I think I was seeing on Benny Johnson channel earlier. General Flynn said that the thumbnail said that they gonna raid Obama house just like they raided Trump house. They gonna raid Obama house just like they gonna raid Trump house, man. Straight up, man. So, man, I want to know: do y'all think they're gonna walk into that Obama mansion and walk his ass up out of there? Yay, nay? I think they are. This the Trump revenge tour. I'm just being real with y'all. I told y'all that before. I told y'all we wasn't going to get the Epstein files today. I told y'all that Monday was going to be a big nothing burger, and I was going to come here and tell y'all it was going to be a big nothing burger. I'm dual streaming right now. I'm on Twitch right now, too. If y'all do have Twitch, go over and follow me on Twitch at Plugsation. But yeah, I told y'all it was going to be a big nothing burger. It was going to be a big nothing burger. I told you from the jump it was going to be a nothing burger when it came to the Epstein files. But we got the MLK file. So I want to know, chat, how long does that keep y'all satisfied? How long does that keep y'all at bay? Do y'all care about getting the MLK files right now? It's 6,300 documents. I seen Dev came here. Where are the videos? Where are the videos? I think there's a request for the videos don't have to be released till 2027. That's what y'all now realizing. The videos was going to be released in 2027 anyway, I believe. So we got the files about a year and a half early. A year and a half early on the MLK files. You said they can't prove it Uni Party. You said Susan Powers' ass going down too. I heard about her. Hold on, let me see. That's Trump page. Trump been going crazy today, man. It says this 3 hours ago. This is what Trump said 3 hours ago. Obama himself manufactured the Russia hoax. Crooked Hillary, Sleepy Joe, and numerous others participated in this. The crime of the century. Irrefutable evidence. A major threat to our country. That's what Trump posted 3 hours ago. Don't take it from me. Oh, you said, why would you call to talk to me about these topics? Let me open the phone lines up. The phone lines are now open. Everybody double tap the screen, shut a live out. We are about 25 subscribers away from the next sub goal. We need to get to 100 likes right quick. Let's run it up to 100 likes right quick. Like, let's go ahead and get to 100. Like, come on, man. Double tap that screen. Tap it to your thumb break. I don't care, man. But the phone lines are now open. Let's see what else Trump said. Oh, he talking about the Harvard case. He talking about the Harvard case as well today. He said the Harvard case was just tried in Massachusetts before an Obama-appointed judge. She's a total disaster, which I say even before hearing her ruling. She has systematically taken over the various Harvard cases and is an automatic loss for the people of our country. Harvard has $52 billion in dollars sitting in the bank, and yet they are anti-Semitic, anti-Christian, anti-American. Much of this money comes from the USA. All the Department of Schools, colleges, institutions are not going to allow this unfair situation to happen any longer. How did this Trump-hating judge get these cases? When she rules against us, we will immediately appeal and win. Also, the government will stop the practice of giving many $billions to Harvard, much of which has been given without explanation. It is a long-time commitment to the fairness in funding education, and the Trump administration will not stop until there is victory. Thank you for your attention to this matter. So Trump saying that they going back and forth at him every which way. They say the Harvard case has an Obama-appointed judge. He's going at Obama right now. He wants Obama jailed. His words, not mine. Tulsi Gabbard's words, not mine. You said, Plug, where you at? You was popping it earlier. Shit, what you mean? What you mean, Seth? You talking about earlier when I was on the damn live? Shit, we was talking about that Hunter Biden earlier, but right now we talking about Trump, Obama going to jail, the MLK files being released, the Hunter Biden interview, because Hunter Biden did tell us that he, you know what I'm saying, get the, nah, I mean, a little bit here and there, used to. That's what we talking about today, though. Hold on, let me go back. It's crazy. It's crazy that he said that about Obama. Then he posted an AI video of Obama getting arrested yesterday. We talked about that already. Listen, I'm gonna play a clip. I'm gonna play this clip for y'all. Fair use. What's going on, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Cincinnati.
What's going on, Cincinnati? How you feeling about tonight's subjects?
And like Trump is trying to up everything with the Epstein files.
Can I ask you to get a little louder? We can't really hear you. You sound far away.
I said I feel like he's trying to cover up everything with the Epstein files.
Okay. You think this MLK shit is just, you know what I'm saying, apples to oranges?
Yeah, I mean, because the MLK stuff already came out. He put that out a few months ago. But that pay shit had all the redacted shit that we really wanted to see. My bad for the cousin.
Okay. So, when do you think we're gonna get the Epstein files? I came on here and said I thought it was gonna be a big nothing burger on Monday. I don't think the judge is gonna release it, and if it does release, everything's gonna be redacted. But why the MLK files? Why today? And also, I want to know, first and foremost, how do you feel about the attack on Obama? They're calling it Trump's revenge tour, the Obama Gate.
I think it's just one big distraction because with the thing that Trump, he keep going back and forth, and honestly, I would rather voted for him than Kamala, you know, so this ain't the thing where I'm picking sides. I ain't on each side, but seeing he was going to trial while Trump was in office, so-called committed suicide while Trump was in office, but now you're trying to switch it and say, well, all of this about the Democrats, and the Democrats is the reason why stuff is fake and it's a hoax. And it's like, this ain't no hoax, dude. Y'all already told us it was thousands of videos, flight logs, information, and we ain't get nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. I can understand if they just what we got, not it turned into a hoax when Pam Bondi and everybody else saying it was a ton of information. She showed us the binders with phase 1.
They're asking you to speak up, caller. If you're on speakerphone, kind of take us off. They really cannot hear you. I'm having trouble hearing you as well.
Okay, yeah, I took it off speaker.
Okay, yeah, it's a lot better now. A lot better. Can you run that last statement back?
Last statement I was saying was Pam Bondi showed them binders with phase 1 on it, Jeffrey Epstein, and promised a phase 2 and 3. We ain't get a paperwork worth of information, not alone a whole big binder worth of shit. I just don't get how that makes a bit of sense.
Okay, so how do you feel about him telling them to flag his name?
Well, what do you mean by that? Flag his name?
Dick Durbin, the ranking Senate member, said that a whistleblower told him, and he has since filed paperwork with Pam Bondi and Cash Patel saying that he was told that Trump put a team of 1,000 agents to go through the over 100,000 documents of the Epstein files and flag his name anytime it was mentioned. So he wants to know what happened to all the documents where his name was flagged. What did they do with those documents? Who else's name was flagged, and why was your name flagged? But that's been Dick Durbin has filed paperwork saying that whistleblowers has came forward and said Trump put 1,000 agents to go through the 100,000 files on 24-hour shifts to flag his name?
I know one thing is so telling with this administration, and I ain't see it as much the first time. Trump is really covering for Israel right now. I mean, everything he's doing, they the only people that's winning in this whole system right now. Israel can get their money, their weapons, their wars, attacks on Iran. Since they implicated in this so much, I feel like he would rather protect them than himself. Like I don't see. Well, I don't know, because lately it's been a lot of stuff that came out about those pageants and all of them contests and that he was having down at Mar-a-Lago. All of them girls down there was 14, 15, 16, 17, and they was wearing bikinis, and it was
Allegedly.
like a.
You said at the pageants.
Yep.
Okay, caller. Well, I got somebody else on the line, caller. So do you got anything you want to ask me before I take this next call?
Nah, nope. I just this my first time seeing your show. I just called in just to talk. I really ain't know what I was gonna say, but I'm just glad that everybody on the same page and we ain't just letting this go away. It's a hoax and it's fake because we all know it ain't.
Okay, caller. I appreciate you for calling in. I hope you subscribe to the channel. Be sure to share this video out far and wide for me.
Brother, I'm about to do it right now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Caller, I'm going to call you back, caller. I'm calling you back right now, caller. What's going on now? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Kelly Fernandez. I talked to you yesterday.
What's going on?
First time on your channel. How are you?
I'm doing well. What's going on, caller?
Well, I just found you again, and there was a little bit of a delay. You know, trying to get connected, and I think you called me back. So it was the last thing that I missed there.
Yeah, I had another guy on the call, but he was just we were just speaking about the MLK files coming out, the Epstein files not coming out, Hunter Biden's interview today. We're just talking about today's topics, you know, so you can pick up
That's what I was
anywhere.
going to ask you about was about Hunter. Had you seen him yet? And you're talking about the 3-hour interview on Channel 5, right, with Andrew?
Yes, correct.
Are you a fan of Andrew? Do you know anything?
That was my first time running across Andrew.
No way. Okay, well, this is all I want to do with my time. I won't take up much of yours. But Andrew, I have followed from the beginning. I love him, and he's awesome. He had a channel called All Gas, No Brakes, and then he kind of turned his thing into Channel 5, and it was this unbiased, like, crowd-funded media source. And you should just check out a couple of his videos. But he's an awesome guy. He made an HBO documentary and kind of got canceled after he tried to expose some truth. But his style of journalism is just kind of like gonzo journalism in the street, and he kind of doesn't, you know, bite you in one way or another. He just allows people to speak in America, you know, kind of tells the truth. But I wondered if you liked him. That was my biggest question, because I rarely give money to anyone. I give a couple dollars to your channel because I really liked what you were doing. But one person I do give money to is Andrew Callahan, because he's somebody. He went to Ukraine before any American, like, you know, national journalist went. He was one of the first people to go over to Ukraine just on his own, you know, just random kids from America. So I respect that a lot. But I just wondered what you thought, and had you seen Hunter's interview and what you thought about that?
Man, I looked at Hunter's interview. Listen, you said Kelly, right? I hate when I mispronounce people's name. You said Kelly, right?
Yeah, Kelly.
Okay.
Kelly. Kelly.
Okay, Kelly. Yeah, Kelly Kells. I remember now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, I'm plugged. You know, I watch these political topics, and I feel like I understand a lot of things, but I don't know everything. But I look at these through multiple different lenses. I look at it from, you know, the lens of a father. I look at it through the lens of, you know, an average American. I look at it through the lens of a streamer. I also look at it through the lens of my past. And So I watched the Hunter Biden interview, and I watched it through the lens, all of those lenses. But the lens of my past took a lot from that Hunter Biden interview when he said that he, for one, he did what Obama didn't do, and he spoke out for the black community. For one, I'm gonna say that first and foremost, he did speak out for the black community. Obama just did an hour-long sit down and backpedal. Two, when he said that securing his substance of choice, we'll say that for purposes of the channel. When securing his substance of choice, it was more dangerous to go get it than it was to use it, which probably could be his truth. But the lens that I put my eyes through is, why would he say it was more dangerous to get that than it was the H or the meth or the powder? You know what I'm saying? Why would he say that?
Well,
And listen, so
I
that
have
took
a
me
similar
there. That
lens.
took me because he had to go outside of his community to get that. If he wanted to
Absolutely. You
get,
and I have a similar lens.
if he wanted to
I've
get
also,
crack, he had to go outside his community. So he said that it was more dangerous securing it. So now I go back to the laptop. I go back to the video. He had a 21 on the scale. Nobody just records 21 grams on the scale. You know what I'm saying? Nobody does that unless you
right.
get shorted. Unless somebody short you and you trying to tell your people like, hey man, I just put it on there, it's off. So he probably got shorted. What did he say right after that? That's why I started cooking my own dope. Now we got Hunter Biden cooking dope. So that tells me that he was going to get the powder from his community and cooking his own dope. Now he didn't have to go to the black community anymore. He didn't have to, feel in danger when he went to secure what he wanted to secure.
Such a good voice on all of this. And honestly, I don't think that most people would think, but you and I have a lot of similar lenses. And thought those things out, but I didn't have to, like I told you, from Memphis and, other areas in Mississippi, you can imagine, it's a little different for people that grew up here versus Delaware,
Also,
and as especially poor, go ahead.
everybody, let's get to 100 likes right quick, man. Let's get to 100 likes. We got 217 people in here. Let's get to 100 likes. Also, right after he spoke for the black community and the minorities, he low key dropped like a presidential bid. I'm sitting here like, what, did Hunter Biden just drop a damn presidential bid on us in this interview? Like what? Like Hunter? Like come on now! You just sat here for the whole first hour and a half of the interview and told us you was a crack addict. Now you saying if I run in 2 years or 3 years, you know what I'm saying? Like what was that? Like a hint? Like are you trying to say Biden 2028, Hunter? Like so then that took me back to all of the stuff he said regarding the communities. I'm like, well, damn, was he just pandering this whole time? Like was he pandering? Was that pandering, Chad?
Correct. Look, and I only made it like an hour and 10 in. So I think you're even talking about things like, is it toward the end that he's gonna like actually drop this bid, or is it just kind of how he peppers it throughout?
It's like I'm like 2 hours in. I still have an hour left of it that I haven't finished.
Okay, cool. Well, good. Well, look, I'm not gonna hold up your line anymore, but man, your voice is so good and so needed. Just because, like you said, all those lenses you have, you and I share a lot of them, and I don't share as many. What kind of partners? I share the drug lens, of course, but I grew up poor, white. He did not. So those are two different things. But
All right,
I appreciate what you're doing, and thanks for taking my call.
Hey, I appreciate you too, Kelly Kells. If you have a Twitch, man, go be sure to give me a follow on Twitch just so I can, get some followers over there. I'm dual streaming now. Appreciate you now,
Don't
Kelly.
do it.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Okay, now. All right, I'm going to open the call lines back up. Have I heard of Peter Thiel? I have heard of Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel's a big thing in like the economic. Kelly Jelly is crazy. All right, let me get back into it though.
Call from
Garrett.
press 1. Defend.
What's going on, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name's Garrett. I'm calling from California. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right. What's going on, Gary from Cali?
Not too much, brother. What subjects or topics do you want to talk
We
about?
we got an action-packed episode tonight, so you could take off wherever you see fit. But we're talking about the Hunter Biden interview. We're talking about the MLK files. We're talking about the Epstein files not being released, and we're talking about the Obama potential arrest.
So I haven't personally seen the Hunter Biden interview this evening, but I do know a bit about like the MLK files and Epstein as well.
Okay. Well, yeah, just take off, man. Let me get your thoughts and opinions, and we can go back and forth for a minute.
I'm actually, I guess you would consider me a MAGA Republican.
Okay.
I do think it is weird how Pam Bondi and the FBI guy and the CIA guy, how they campaigned on releasing the files to all of a sudden, let's forget about these files. Like, what are you guys talking about? That was super weird to me.
Correct. So how do you feel about how do you feel about what Dick Durbin came out and said?
What are you referring to?
He said that Whistleblower told him, and he has since filed paperwork on it, that Trump put a team out there of 1,000 agents to go through 100,000 pages of the Epstein files, 24 hours, like a 24-hour team, and to flag anytime his name was mentioned. And so Durbin wants to know what happened with those pages that were flagged, who else's name was flagged, and why was the names flagged? Why was this happening? He's saying that it's being a mishandling of the Epstein files.
Yeah, I think that's exactly why we're all upset. Because why don't we already know that? Why has it been 6 months? This is something you campaigned on, and we have got no information. We're just sitting here blind, and now you're calling us stupid because we want to know what you promised us. Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. I think that's super weird.
So I was on record saying that today was going to be a nothing burger. So you know that he asked the grand jury testimony to be released, correct?
Yes, sir.
So you know that like typically they don't release grand jury testimony, and they definitely don't release anything that would be, put anybody in jeopardy or anything. So I felt like it was going to be a nothing burger from the beginning. There was plenty of things he could have released, but instead he chose the grand jury testimony, the one thing that would have to go through hoops and hurdles to be released.
Yeah, nothing ever happened. Essentially, I totally agree with you. I think most of the news lately have been nothing burgers, at least regarding the Epstein stuff, for sure.
Big Meech already free.
Huh?
No, I was responding to the chat. Somebody in the chat said free Big Meech. I said Big Meech already free. Double tap the screen, man. Let's get to 100 likes right quick. But now, go ahead, caller. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no, you're good, brother. You can talk to the chat. I actually used to be a Twitch streamer, so I totally get it.
Okay, yeah, this is my first day doing streaming. I'm on Twitch right now as well.
It's competitive, but it's fun for sure.
Nah, okay. So, what about the MLK files? How are you feeling about the MLK files coming out? Why now?
My personal, total opinion on that is I'm going to need them to stop talking about it, and I need to see it in its entirety, and, there shouldn't be anything redacted in that. And until that happens, I don't really, my feelings are negative, I guess.
I went through it earlier. I didn't go through everything. There is 6,000 pages, but it looked like I didn't see any redactions. I don't know what things that I looked through.
Has anybody kind of compiled the information? Do we have YouTube videos on that yet?
No, it's only been out for a couple hours. It's only been out for a couple hours in its entirety. So I'm sure they're coming, but the videos won't be released until 2027. The videos don't have to, they're still under protection of the United States until 2027. The video surveillance they did on MLK.
Anything that you thought was kind of interesting, or is it all just kind of bland?
a lot of COINTELPRO, a lot of evidence leading into COINTELPRO showing how deep it was, pretty much things that we've been known that I seen, but it was more of just like even after he passed, they still had COINTELPRO operations going on to see how they were gonna do his commemoration and everything, which is crazy.
Yeah, no, like, not to be negative, man, but that's kind of what I assumed. Because, like, again, I'm a mega guy, I'm a Trump guy. But as far as information goes, they haven't given us anything. I was going to, like, cuss, but I didn't want to, like,
I appreciate
inappropriate on your program.
I do appreciate you. Yeah, they're saying that it's already no info on a lot of it, but I'm sure that something will come out once the people, had the files for however long. But what was the other topic? Oh yeah, Hunter Biden. You said you hadn't seen the interview. He addressed the laptop. He said, "What did his laptop prove?" He said the one guy, he said everybody was looking for his laptop, trying to get the laptop, and then the laptop pops up and, the one guy that his dad's major political rival, you know what I'm saying, gets the laptop. He through the means of his lawyer. So he's saying, what did the laptop prove in the interview? He's saying, other than, I told y'all, he said, I sat down on the interview way before the laptop and told y'all I smoked dope. So shit, what did the laptop prove? He said
Then
all
how
he's
can we consider anything he says credible? If he's already saying, hey, you can't consider what I have done or not done in the past credible because I smoke dope.
No, he's saying the laptop didn't. He's saying there was nothing on the laptop. He's saying that all of these stories and narratives that everybody ran with because he was the number 3 most Googled person on earth was bullshit. He was like, why have I been trying for all of this shit, but not once was I tried for my laptop? He's saying the only thing y'all saw on my laptop was drug transactions, personal. That's his words, not mine. He said, y'all saw me with hookers, y'all saw me with smoking dope, and y'all saw transactions that were me buying dope.
What about his text to the Chinese executives or the people in Ukraine, etc.? Like, there's a lot more to that than just him being irresponsible. And no offense to any recovering addicts here, but I'm not going to take the testimony of an ex-crackhead if he didn't do something.
I'm going to say this. I think it was an op. I don't think Hunter Biden took that laptop to anybody. I don't think he dropped it off at a computer shop. I think it was an op. Just like we talk, like the right likes to talk about these ops and these 5-6D chess moves and shit. I think the laptop was an op. Whether it was his laptop or not, I'm not debating that. I'm debating how that guy got his hands on the laptop and how that guy thought it was a good idea because he couldn't find out who it was to go through the laptop and then release everything. I think that was bullshit. I think that part's bullshit. Now, what was on his laptop, hey, whether that's real or not or debatable, I'm not talking about that. But the means that guy, the whistleblower, released it, I think is bullshit. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Kelly. Y'all give Kelly some likes on the super chat. Thank you, Kelly.
Let's go, Kelly. Good job.
How do you feel about that?
Okay, so you just seen the no Russia stuff did just get released, and it was proven to be a hoax, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Allegedly.
So
Not it hasn't been proven to be a hoax. It hasn't. They still have to try it. You know what I'm saying? They're saying that because the devil's in the details. Thank you again, Kelly. No, the trap wasn't shredding you. Thank you for the $2 super chat again, Kelly. Thank you so much for your continued support. Kelly only been on the channel a couple of days, man, and she support like she's been here for years.
I'll back that off. That's fair. It hasn't been proven, but it's there is a lot of evidence floating around right now.
It's what I say is the devil's in the details. See, when Tulsi first said it, the statement she released said that there was probably not anything going on. But everything else after that is saying no, for sure was nothing going on. But when she first released it and said that Obama was doing it, It was hey Ariel, appreciate you for the $5 sticker. Ariel, appreciate you for the $5 sticker. Thank you so much for y'all continued support. But yeah, he said she said that it was probably there was evidence that Trump was probably not working with Russia. But now they're saying, oh, he just wasn't. But the first day she said it, I looked at that, I was like, why did she say probably?
Well, have you seen the correspondence that came out between the White House during the Obama administration in his last month and the FBI?
Nah, tell me about it. Tell the chat about it.
Okay, so I think you probably don't watch Ben Shapiro, and I'm not saying he's the most credible source ever. I don't like a lot of what Ben Shapiro says, but he did read the correspondence, and basically the cliff notes of that is initially I believe it was the FBI or the CIA, and they reported to the Obama administration, and they said there is no evidence supporting that Russia directly interfered with the election. And then the White House, over several correspondence, essentially emailed back and said to redact that and form it into ways to where it looks like there was interference. And that's all correspondence that is like publicly available. You can look that up, and you'll see that that's essentially what was said.
Okay, let me pull it up right quick. What do I need to type in? White House correspondence.
White House correspondence, FBI, Russia host administration, maybe.
Yeah, they're not showing me anything. Yeah, they're not showing me anything.
I said I watched Ben Shapiro read it, so I didn't read it myself. Take that with a grain of salt. If you did want to see that, I could 100% tell you it was the video he released today.
Okay.
But
All right.
I assume you're a liberal, or
I'm an independent caller. I'm American. You know what I'm saying? I call out the good, bad, and the ugly from both sides, you know.
No, I feel that. I respect that.
Yes, sir. I'm an independent. You said chill out, bro. How do you feel about arrest Obama?
How do I feel about Obama?
Arrest Obama.
Arrest Obama. I guess I'm in the same boat as you, man. I think it depends on what comes out and what the DOJ deems necessary. If they say, hey, what we have here is enough to convict him, then I would say convict him. But if it's not, it's not. It's just like stuff. We kind of just had to go along with what the law says, you know?
Okay. Well, I appreciate that, caller. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and give us a call back one day.
Yep. Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
Thank you. You gonna tell me I'm not an independent? I hate when y'all come in here and tell me what I am. It really don't bother me though. You wanted some attention. Thank you, Kelly, for the super chat. You said y'all run it up. Finish your call first, but support this man. He letting us talk. When we stop talking, we straight up. Thank you, Kelly. Let me get to this caller.
Call from and to accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
What's going on, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Well, hello. My name is Jillian, and I'm calling from Vermont. Well, no, actually, right now I'm in Virginia, but I live in Vermont.
Okay, now what's going on, Jillian from Vermont?
Just on the chat, I was talking about Palantir.
Okay.
Yeah, I voted for Trump, right? I was totally MAGA on, like, loved the whole administration and everything. Was so excited. And then after I read a bunch of the Big Beautiful Bill, I read about Palantir and Peter Thiel and Elon Musk being involved with Peter Thiel and how they kind of, it doesn't sound very good. I mean, have you looked this up? Have you been?
I mean, I've heard about Peter Thiel, but I mean, when I was, I still am part of the crypto community, but they mention him a lot over there. They mention him, a
But
lot of the people.
They say about a full-on transition to digital currency. You know how the banking is changing to SOI.
ISO 2202.
Yeah. So I'm not looking. This isn't looking good. I mean, especially for Christians right now, like this whole digital thing going on is not looking good. And I just watched this Chat GPT video, and it's not looking good. If you read the Big Beautiful Bill, they're putting AI into everything. And what's really weird is, he said that in like 4 years, he wants to have everybody have some kind of watch or something. I don't, and
I'm gonna tell you, the one thing the one thing that's undefeated right now in the world, the one thing that's undefeated since yes, Jesus, right now in the world that you can put your hands on right now, right in front of you, you using it right now to talk to me. It's technology. Technology hasn't lost. Technology has always moved forward. Since technology has came into existence, it has always moved forward.
What was in the vaccine? That's what
we can't talk
really
about
into.
that on here. I'm sorry. I just got a strike on my channel about it. I can't do it.
Just my
Allegedly,
imagination. It's not
I
like
cannot
it was
do
just
it.
totally my imagination. I didn't see anything. I don't know about that.
Yeah, they made it to where I couldn't go live for 2 weeks because I talked about it. So I'm just, if we want to keep doing these streams, I'm gonna ask y'all to refrain from that for a while.
So the thing, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Okay.
It all matches up with the Palantir and Elon Musk and his new brain chip.
Well, I'm gonna keep it real, 3 from Heaven. You can speak out on all of it. Keep doing what you do over there. But for me on this channel, I said RFK was allegedly in Grand Theft Auto anti-vax. You know what I'm saying? And yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They took my channel for it. They took my channel for 2 weeks for it.
So
What it do, Eric?
Why?
And then what's crazy is they took my channel for 2 weeks for that, and then at his Senate confirmation hearing, they was debating it.
That's just crazy. I don't know who to believe anymore. It's like...
Yeah, First Amendment don't count on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? First Amendment, YouTube has guidelines and you do sign up, you know what I'm saying? Hey, YouTube has guidelines. YouTube said that...
Hey, I'm probably on some kind of list, probably. Who knows?
Oh, my God. Here comes a guy named Pagan rolling his eyes. Man, look, Pagan, call in, dude. Call in. I ain't got time to argue with you. I got a caller on the line. But go ahead, caller. How do you feel about the MLK files coming out today instead of the Epstein files?
That'd be cool if they're real. If it's real, I mean, I feel like it's just a distraction from what's really happening, which is what I'm talking about. But that's just me. I voted for him, feeling like, okay, we're going to defeat the globalists. We're going for this. And it's like, now I'm like, maybe it didn't matter who we voted for at this point. Like, there's going to be a one world government.
Okay, caller. I appreciate you for calling in. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and give us a call back. I'm going to get the next person on the line.
God bless.
You as
Stay
well.
close to Jesus.
You as well. Man. Let me see. Caller was on point. Caller had some good takes, man. Straight up. Straight up the caller. That was a really good call. What's going on? Where you? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Nah, I'm Ariel. I just supporting your channel, and I'm from Georgia.
Okay, what's up? What's up, Georgia? How do you feel about this?
Yeah.
These topics tonight?
Well, it's a lot of things. I don't know that I feel like they playing a game, and if you see what's going on in Congress, they're attacking each other, Democrats to Democrats, Republicans to Republicans. It's a lot of things. So I don't know if there is a plan behind all this. I supported Trump this time, and is like I said, I'm an independent. I see what is good or not, but I see also the last administration flip things a little bit, of course, and instead of supporting, the hardworking Americans, they defocus a little bit, and that's why things change. The Epstein files is just it's weird, that they say one thing, now they change. It may be something bigger that they're trying to avoid, or it's other things that may implicate allies or things like that. It's confusing, and at the end, of course, they say there may be a list, but is a list created by people that testify in court. So now this information about Obama that comes out with the same together with this same information. So it's just, I don't believe all these things that happen all together like that. There's a reason why they may doing this, all these things.
Okay.
But out of that,
do you think they will charge Obama? I want to know. Do you think they'll charge Obama? That's what the chat's asking.
No, that's not going to happen, and they're not going to charge Obama because first, Trump is not behind. Is not in Obama. It's their interest in Obama, and this is going to be diluted. At the end of the day, if you see when Trump took office, when Obama, finished his administration, Trump didn't focus on Obama at all, on anything. So he didn't accuse him directly of things, even though the Russia, hoax that actually wasn't real. But if you see this administration is being more focused on all the things that happened with when Biden was president, that actually Obama. So I think this information is just they're not gonna give it that much importance. I think it's just a political move. And Obama did his part when he was president. He wasn't perfect, but I don't think that all this thing will be 100% true. Maybe part true, but they're not gonna.
Okay.
They're not gonna put him in.
I got a couple more hot takes for you, caller. Give me 1 second, man. Let's get to 100 likes right quick. Double tapping the screen is how you support the live stream for free. I am dual streaming on Twitch right now, so if you got a Twitch, go ahead and give me a follow.
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
Before you go to the next topic, caller, I do want to ask you, do you think they will raid Obama's house like they raided Trump's? Do you think they'll raid his house?
That's also is not going to happen because one thing is Trump criticized raid his house when he was president, so he would not do the same thing that he criticized.
I think he
so
would.
If they want to get evidence of anything, they will get it out of raiding his house. And also, they know Obama will not be that stupid to keep anything in his house. That's one thing.
I think they're going to raid his house as a show of force. Have you seen what Trump's been posting over the last 2 days? The videos of Obama getting arrested and all of that?
Yes.
Yeah, did you see what the Flynn guy that Trump appointed as his the last time he was elected? He served for 22 days under Trump. Then he was let go because of that Russia stuff. Did you see what he said today? He said he's calling
Yes.
for Obama's house to be raided. Man, I think they're gonna do it as a show of force.
Well, if that happens, it will not be good, because let me tell you, right now, Trump, whatever Trump is doing, that they're criticizing about mass deportation and all that, all these things that's happening now, it was created by Biden administration, Democrats, by allowing all these things to happen, and they knew that if Trump wins, he will do the same thing. What is happening now, they knew that was coming, but they didn't care anyway. Now, if Trump Obama's house, even though he's guilty, it's not gonna play out well.
Why not?
Because it's not gonna play out well, because even though people got tired of what was going on with the last administration, that it was not even close to how Obama was lead.
Yeah, Carla, I'm gonna keep it real. I think you just don't want Obama house to get raided. You're not giving me any reasons to why you think that you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking for a reason to like why they won't. I think Trump's gonna do it, and I'm saying I think he's gonna do it for a get
I
back.
don't want that to happen. To
I
be
know,
honest,
yeah, that's
because
cool.
it's gonna send
Yeah.
a real negative message.
Right, okay. Just say, yeah, that's what I was kind of asking.
And let me tell you, because Obama, and in my opinion, he did really good in his administration for many reasons. It wasn't perfect, but the thing is, Obama have a lot of people that follow him and support what he did. The reason why Trump went is because Biden was really bad, and Kamala, it was worst. So that was the only reason why he won. Of course, the policies that he was promoting and he promised, it aligned to the hardworking Americans. But if Trump allowed Obama's house to be raided, is not gonna be good for the people that flip. Because if you see the people that actually follow Obama was the one that flipped to support Donald Trump.
Right, but let me tell you this. I understand how the internet works, right? Y'all double tap the screen. Let's get to 100 likes right quick. Let's get to 100 likes. Now, Trump and the right understands how the internet works. This man had 34 felonies, man. This man had the hush money case. This man was in and out of court. This man had his house raided, and he still became 47. Before he leaves office, I'm calling it. He is on the revenge tour now. He will raid them houses. He will try. Whether convictions come or not, he's going to make them feel what he felt. He's going to make their families feel what they felt. He going to make them spend some money. That's my opinion. Y'all are saying opinions. That's my opinion. I say that because they're looking to fire up the... Listen, hold on. Let me finish my point. They are trying to fire up that base. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to get the headlines. That's what's going to get the clicks. You got to remember, the shoe was on the other foot. This time, 4 years ago, the shoe was on the other foot. Everybody, just like Trump just got on I'm an independent, but just like Trump got out there and said, I made all you, the conservative YouTubers, like Trump said, how can you go against me? I made all of y'all. The left made a lot of those Democratic, progressive, whatever y'all want to call them, those content creators too, off Trump's back. When Trump was running in and out of court, going back and forth to court, he had 34 felonies. They thought either he was gonna become president or go to jail. That made a whole lot of content creators for the left. They rode that shit until they became, big. So shit, we gotta look at it both ways, is what I'm saying.
Yes. And let me tell you, Democrats are responsible for Trump winning this election. They gave him the publicity, and I think they managed everything wrong, and they put it back in the White House. And that's what it is. Now, I believe Trump may want this to happen, but Obama is not just any person. He has a lot of power. Even though you see it, he has a lot of power behind the Democratic Party, but not just. Right now, Trump may have control with the FBI, CIA, and all that, but there is a lot of people in those institutions that are not going to agree to do this kind of actions. Of course, it may happen. Probably we will see it in the next days that this happens. But if it doesn't happen, then you will agree with me that
No, I don't think
Kash
it's.
Patel will be.
Listen, what I'm gonna say is this. Before you say I'm agree with you, I think that Trump will do it before he leaves office. I'm saying over the next 3 years, Trump gonna put this foot down before he leave office. Now go ahead. You said Kash Patel what?
Yeah, Kash Patel is director of the FBI. But remember, there is people in the FBI that have been there for many, many years. They are professionals, and they also are advisors to different departments of the FBI
But what, like
and
Kash
all that.
Patel, listen, Kash Patel just got on the video and said that you think if there was a video of a guy on an island committing felonies acts, I wouldn't give it to the public. Pam Bondi, we got the shit. So I'm looking at them too. What else? Bongino said he was leaving. Kash Patel said if Bongino leaves, he's leaving. Neither one of them left. Pam Bondi's still there too. Now they all kumbaya at the dinner table, passing rolls and turkey sandwiches around and shit. Like what's going
That's what
on?
I say. They changing a lot. One day they say one thing, another day they say one thing. Obama home maybe raid before Donald Trump leave office. But if it doesn't happen now, there's no point to do it 1 year after, because at the end of the day, they're supposed to do it right away if they think they're gonna find something. But like I said, I feel Obama have a major influence in this country inside different departments like FBI, CIA, and it's not easy, even for Donald Trump as a president, to push something like that and pull that off. Like raid, like I said, I don't believe it's the same thing between Obama and Donald Trump.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. Shit.
Obama has been untouchable since he left office.
Let me see.
And if you see, it was more easier for Obama to attack Biden and Biden's family than involve Obama. For some reason, if you see, Obama did many things to prevent Trump to win the presidency, even though he won. And they did shitty things. We know.
Man, listen.
Obama is not a saint. But it's been difficult for Trump to get Obama.
I don't think so, because Tulsi Gabbard opened the investigation and she sent it to Pam Bondi. It's Pam Bondi call on the thing on raid Obama, right? That's not Pam Bondi, the head of the Justice Department of Justice. I mean,
Yes.
That's her call. So it's like Kash Patel. I mean, shit, he answered to Pam Bondi.
Yeah, I think politically,
Pam Bondi need to cover her ass right
now.
now.
Kumbaya. And they say many things in words. So we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. But then this is what she said. I have the list on my table, and then out of the sudden, it was no list. So she can say, "Oh, we're gonna have to raid. We have to investigate more about Obama." And then when they hit that wall, that we don't even know what wall is and who is preventing for Obama not be touched, they said, "Okay, we found out that this." Whatever they want to say, and that's it. They're not going to touch him. I don't believe. What I can tell you 100%, they may raid Biden's house or any other person in the last administration. Maybe it's more easier to go to Hillary Clinton's home than Obama's home.
The hell is they gonna raid Biden better? The auto pen, they gonna go see if he got the damn auto pen in his cabinet. Hell, they talking about Obama pushed the whole narrative, man. about this Russia hoax. I'm telling you, man, they gonna raid Obama because they can. I don't think it's about finding anything. They already say they got a slam dunk case. They gonna raid Obama to make it look good when they put his ass in them cuffs and take him to jail.
Let's see. I don't think Obama will go to jail.
Or he
but
turned himself in. I'm
I
not
know
saying I don't want him to
Russia
go to jail either. I'm looking at it like this. You're saying what you don't want to happen. I'm not saying I want Obama to get arrested. I'm looking at it like what's going to happen. Like this pattern of events has led us to this point. That's how I'm looking at it. I think you looking at it like, oh, the world gonna end if they go get Obama. I'm looking at it like, shit, what's gonna happen? Like, shit, this man done been through all of this shit.
Obama is guilty of what he did. Everybody is proven that he made that up of Russia, but I don't know if, of course, it's a high chance that what you're saying, they can go to his house, but more than that, they may want to create a political example, like, oh, you did this to me, I can do that to you as well. Maybe you're right, and I don't see it like this happening, but we'll see it, in a couple of days how this is gonna play out, and hopefully, it doesn't. Hopefully, it's not because they want people defocus about what actually is important. Because now they're talking about bringing other files about Martin Luther King and all these things, and for some reason they diluting. This guy files, 18 files for some reason, and they're now coming with all these things all together just to minimize what this information is. I don't know why all this coming together.
Okay. All right, caller. Well, I'm going to open the call lines back up, man. I appreciate you for calling in. Please subscribe to the channel and share this video out far and wide for me.
Take care.
Thank you. Everybody double tap the screen. OG Yosemite, I see your comment. I'm going to address it in a second. I'm going to go back up and read it. Double tap the screen, shut a live outlet. We need 14 likes to get to 100, man. We need 14 likes, man. Double tapping the screen is how you support the channel for free. Can we get 14 quick likes, man, while I respond to OG Yosemite? He said, what it do, plug? I'm surprised you're not talking about the cop that was convicted in the Breonna Taylor case getting sentenced to a day in jail. Damn, we're going to have to do another live about that tomorrow. We're going to have to do another live about that tomorrow, man. Straight up. Appreciate y'all to getting us to 100 likes, man. We're going to try to run it to 120 right quick. Let's get to 120 likes. I'm opening the call lines back up. I'm calling you back, caller. I'm opening the call line back up. I'm calling you back, caller. What's going on, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Noah Selkirk. I'm from Galesburg, Illinois.
What's going on, Illinois? How you feeling about tonight's topics?
I think me and you are very like-minded. I'm actually new to your channel, too, by the way.
Hey, man, I appreciate you for coming through and hanging out with us, man.
Yes, sir. I was just I was scrolling through random shit on YouTube. I'm like, who's this cat? But, no, basically I'm into that auditing stuff, and I do want to say, I know you're not really talking about that kind of stuff right now, but basically I think Trump's going to try and do the best job that he can. He's not going to appeal to everybody. I mean, think about it. People have to start thinking about it like this. You could have 3 jobs that you apply for and get interviews, and then you like one job more than the other, but the other one pays more, and then you take the one that you like, and your mom could be upset with you, you know what I mean? Like, you're just never going to appease everybody, is what I'm trying to say. So I think he's going to try and do the best job that he can. And I am a Republican for sure, and I don't agree with everything the guy says either. But, that kind of is what it is, and then the main thing is with the way law enforcement's been going, and I'm not getting into the ICE-related stuff or anything like that, but
Right. So, with you being a Republican, man, I want to give you a couple hot takes. How do you feel about what Dick Durbin said, man? The whistleblower came forward, said that Trump put 1,000 agents to go through those Epstein files and flag his name every time it was mentioned. Dick Durbin said, man, he want to know what happened to those flag files, who else's name was flagged, and why did this happen? And he's saying that it's sounding like the Epstein files are being mismanaged by the Trump administration the same way the Trump administration's
I
claim.
think that. I honestly didn't read too much into that yet. I don't get a whole lot of time to do that kind of stuff. But
Okay.
I did see some of that, and yeah, I do think that's a little fishy. I'm not discounting that at all. I'll admit whenever my side's wrong, I don't really care. It doesn't bug me. Like I said, we can't all, and
Everything
that's the
can't
thing
be
too,
perfect.
bro. That's the one thing I was kind of getting at is people are just now starting to realize, and I'm sure you've already realized, but law enforcement, if you can't trust your local law enforcement, how can you trust the high up law enforcement? You know what I mean? Like qualified immunity and all that stuff. That's kind of what I was gonna get at. Is they're gonna hide shit from us. They hide. Get pulled over and try to FOIA request dash cam footage. Good luck getting your own footage. They freaking doctor it up and do all this stuff just for a false pullover or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think they're doing up in high government? That's kind of what I was getting at.
No, most definitely, man. They talking about they saying preach in the chat, man. You say is that the same Dick Durbin that lied about being a war veteran? I don't know, man. Double tap the screen, shut a live out, man. We are about 12 likes away from 112 likes, man. We are 25 subscribers away from the next sub goal. We do have memberships available. The memberships get you access to over 250 past live streams, and you get some cool emoji. If you have a membership, drop some of the cool emojis down there. If you get a membership, you get in the Discord. Every week I update the emojis. We do 2 new emojis every week, and y'all can tell me which ones y'all want, man. Back to the caller, man. Do you got any hot takes for me? Any questions for me right now?
No, I really just kind of wanted to. I think people should start watching a lot more audits. A couple channels. Do you mind if I shout? I don't know any of these guys. They're just. It's good at teaching people their civil rights and stuff like that. That's all I want out of this.
Go ahead.
Long Island Audit is definitely the biggest name. You got Auditing Erie County, you got We the People University, you got Accountability for All, the Armed Fishermen, the list goes on. Lackluster, Audit, I don't know if I already said that. But those are just some of the good ones to dip your toes into. You can rely on what they're saying for the most part, and they will correct themselves when they're wrong. Skills is a really good one. And then I also, you mind if I shameless plug myself real quick?
Go ahead, man.
I got United States Tyrant Patrol Group on Facebook. All I share is, and I don't want anything out of this again, I just want to spread awareness. I share every video that I see is a big issue. Even people that add it, if they get in a police encounter, hopefully they don't, they're more than welcome to record the encounter and then share it to it. Upload it to YouTube if they want to do it that route, or both, whatever. Really just try and teach people, man. That's it.
All right, man. I appreciate that, man. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you get in my Discord, and drop your channel in my Discord, we'll be sure to, get in there and, try to get involved with you, man. We got a real robust Discord, man. I appreciate you for calling in.
I like that.
Mods, drop the Discord for me. Drop the Discord, Mods. All right, man. Be sure to share this video out for.
I set up a new one.
All right, man. Be sure to share this.
I'll do that and get up with you.
All right, now.
Have a good night.
You too. All right, I'm gonna open the phone lines back up. While we wait on another caller. Like I told y'all, we are about, dang, somebody took a like away from me. That's crazy. We are about 9 likes away from 120. We're about 9 likes away from 120 likes, man. Let's run up to 120 likes right quick. How the hell did I miss that call? What's going on, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name's Bobby, and I have a question. What's your opinion on the Epstein court stuff going on right now?
I feel like it's a runaround. It's a nothing burger. We're not gonna get anything more than we've had in the past. The left didn't talk about it. The right talked about it a whole lot, but both sides were gonna end up with the same shit. A whole lot of nothing.
Uh-huh. And what do you feel on Donald Trump tweeting out, people should stop talking about that case?
I mean, I don't feel no type of way about it. I mean, it raises suspicions like, okay, why? But I mean, I could say why, but I understand why, because it's like, shit, it's not coming out. Once we realize that that it's gonna be a nothing burger, it's like, let's stop talking about it. That's why we got this flood of media. We got everybody getting threatened to be arrested. We got MLK files coming out. Excuse me. But yeah, no, go ahead.
But wasn't some of the presidents of the U.S. on that list?
I can't hear you, caller. You have to talk a little louder.
Wasn't some of the presidents on that list, on the Epstein list?
We have not got the official Epstein list, so I cannot confirm nor deny who was on there.
Oh, just I heard that they were. Okay.
Yeah, according to Ms. Pam Bondi, there is no Epstein list.
Okay, well, that's all I have to say. Thank you.
All right, man. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and get back with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, man. I got the call lines back open, man. Y'all can call in. The call lines are back open. What I was gonna say is, chat, we 2 likes away from 120. Let's get them 2 likes right quick. Get the 120. You said all right.
Call from
VI.
to accept, press 1.
What's going on, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Plug. My name is VI, man. I've been listening to you for a while. This is my first time calling in and checking in with you on your platform, bro. I like what you're doing.
Hey, I appreciate you for calling in, man. How you feeling about tonight's topics?
You know, I'm liking the array of topics. The thing that's just really fucking with me, is that, you know, everybody keeps attacking this from the angle of just looking at it from a puppet side of view, not really realizing that when people get these positions of power, you get them for a reason. And, you know, all these different rhetorics that are being pushed, it's like we all forget about the news cycle. You know, so you got to have something on that, because the surplus of money is provided by these corporations, and they believe that paying for these advertisements is how they spend their money. So when you got a president that we keep forgetting put into office by a news channel runner, you know what I mean, the person that puts out the topics that we debate on and what we're doing right now. So, you know, as far as these different envelopes that I'm seeing being open, you can't really do that. Because, you know, we can talk about Biden, but then, you know, you're supposed to vet these presidents out. Kids don't qualify, then your kids shouldn't be in the White House, or you don't get to go in the White House. Because if we're going to talk about Joe's kid, you got to talk about the man as a Russian wife. So, you know, you can't have all these different things without them all being acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? So when all this Epstein stuff gets to open up, I'm a player. I'm a nigga that runs with niggas that do playeristic shit. I mean, I probably done accidentally took a couple holes across state lines accidentally. You know what I mean? All these different things that are normalcies that are acting like they're not. And then we're looking at our leaders and acting like they are preachers. Even the preacher is scandalous. So, you know, it's just, for me, it's just I'm looking at everybody look at it like they're surprised, because it makes me realize that maybe I live in the 1% of life too, because I can see how a whole lot of these crimes can be casually committed. I can see how a person in power would overbearingly make sure they could get to abuse it. You know what I'm saying? It takes a rare person to do the right thing with the issue. My plane's landed, sir.
Oh man, I sure do appreciate it. What I was gonna ask you is, as far as just everything that's going on, the media circus, you said let's look at it from the power play. Who has the most to lose in this?
Well, at this point, I'm really kind of like 30% in this little sector, 20% here. I don't know what the real goal is, because I have a simple one which I can't say, which I kind of think is obvious, because once you let certain things, if you worry about a president having a cokehead son, then you should be worried about a whole lot of other shit if we're going there. But but the power play is like, when you're dealing with so much money, people are under the illusion that rich niggas really go to real jail. It's impossible. It's impossible. I'm gonna have my money and sit on it and not use it to the best beneficial way I can. I'm pretty sure I got a number for you if I got $1 billion on me. So there's nothing to lose when you're talking about people exchanging those mass amounts of money. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever believe that incarceration is real for certain people. I've had a good hand in having a few amount of dollars in my pocket, and my incarceration wasn't real. And I'm nowhere near rich. So I can just imagine. So the ball's in the hand of, really, it depends on how we're going to keep looking at it, because the rhetoric is leading into a way that could be volatile, but it seems like the country's full of a bunch of marks anyway, so who's going to really do something on a massive level? You get like some January 6th stuff. It seems like it's bubbling, but I mean, I don't know, because I think we all kind of are intrigued with the fact of what he's trying to pull off. Like, I don't think any of us is really are as deeply politically rooted like we used to be. You know what I'm saying? We all, the ones that have a mindset on it can't really do anything about it.
I feel like you are right, caller. The the deep political roots are, almost a lost cause. It's almost an art. It's kind of like just a generation that it missed. When we're talking about actual leaders, actual people that want to put in the groundwork. So that's where you get these businessmen. That's where you get these, silver spoon babies getting into these positions where you've seen it throughout the course of time, but it's like now more than ever, it's a fundamental shift. It's a real fundamental shift, and social media. What I'm saying is, social media is that fundamental shift. So maybe we do have to get back to the policy, but it has to look different. Politics will never look the same. Ever.
And I'm happy for it, because I don't like the fakeness of it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to be honest with you, the one person who has deployed the tactic I would like to be used has deployed it incorrectly. You know what I'm saying? I do definitely want you to be 100% honest, but the cold part about this cat, he's still playing. Because the things that he's saying to you has nothing to do with his personal makeup. It has to do with the things it takes for him to keep it where it has to be, for him to have whatever he's trying to have going on. So if it means he has to lean left, he'll lean left. If it's a full right lean, he's going to lean all the way right. It's just he was pulled in by the right side, so it's easy for him to stay over there. That man does not really care either way.
All right, caller, you got any questions for me before I open the phone lines back up?
So my question to you is, do you honestly think that they would make that mistake and go and blitz Obama like that? I mean, unless he's detached from this whole party, do you think they really go and make that mistake and do that?
Yes. Yes. I think without a doubt they will do it. And the reason I think without a doubt that they will do it, that we tend to forget, Trump cares about his supporters, right? We can all agree that Trump cares about his supporters, you know what I'm saying? And he's going to go the extra mile. Like, I don't know if have you read his book, The Art of the Deal? Like, he always talks about going far, like making these big, bold claims, and then, living up to them, or trying your best to live up to them, or just testing the waters and seeing where it's at. I think
so how do you feel about that mentality from him?
Huh?
How do you feel about that angle from his mentality? Does that bother you, or do you kind of feel that
it's subjective? It's subjective. I mean, in business, that's kind of what I feel like in a capitalistic environment and in life, just society, the way life works, there are gonna be people that dream big. There are gonna be people that are quote unquote overachievers, and there are gonna be people that sell their future out. So to say that I feel a certain type of way about it would be not looking at it, you know what I'm saying? Not looking at it straight on. I feel like that's subjective.
Okay, so
It depends on what we're
would
talking about with him.
okay, so moving forward, what type of politician do you want to see? Who do you think can even have the swagger? Because now we've had three swagger presidents in a row. What do you want to say about the junior? It goes from junior to the black guy. Matter of fact, 4 in a row. Clinton has been swaggered out now. Now we got the crazy one. Well, who do you think can even be the one that can give us that type of thing? Because the thing about it, the arena has changed because now we want you to actually kind of get closer to your personality type. Because that's the real thing that has to be gleaned from this presidency is that even if it is immature, he is still and obnoxious. He still embarked a whole new path of hey, the only time I can see something similar to this is if George Wallace would have got elected back in the day when he was running. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time such a nasty rhetoric has ever been given as much credit. But it ain't about the nastiness. It's about the door's been kicked all the way open. You can't come back with that little, hi, I'm a nerd and I go to political science and I know the policies. That's not going to get it. So who do you think can do it? Me personally, I think Gavin has a little bit of the feng shui. That may be an argument for different other people, but I just don't know who has it.
Gavin got a little spunk to him. I'm not gonna lie, he got the little mob swagger, but he got too many chinks on his armor right about now for the American people. He got a lot of chinks on his armor with the wildfires and the water reserves and going against quote unquote what they say the American people voted for. So Gavin got a lot of chinks in his armor.
But
I've
he
been
also
on.
has the 7th biggest economy in the planet.
Correct. But you have to understand what else. The election was won on a lot of things, a lot of big issues, and a lot of those big issues that won the election, Gavin directly opposes. But I'm gonna say someone a little more towards the center, someone not so far right, but not so far left, like a Mark Cuban.
Well, you know what? I'm something outside the box of that measure. I agree with because it's not the tactics have now changed. If you're a Democrat and you're coming from this level and angle, really knowing that other side is way deeper than you, so it has to become on the level that hits the what's the word, the viral button. It has to do something of that measure. And you know what? There's a bunch of smart men that aren't nerds that only go to because we used to only allow people that play in that field just kind of like athletes. If you play tennis, you play tennis. Politics should never have been closed in like that. So who's ever going to come out next, they need to start putting that groundwork on both sides because I don't think we're willing to go back to that. I think this is going to be the last old man we see for a while.
Correct. I don't want to hear JD Vance run on the Epstein files. I just don't want to hear that shit. But yeah, I do believe that it is finna be a fundamental shift. I think that the Epstein files coming out, I've said that I think the only person that truly benefits is Elon, probably his political party. You seen Mark Cuban reach out saying he would be open to joining Elon with an American party. Mark Cuban Kamala also asked Mark Cuban to apply to be her running mate. Mark Cuban turned it down, said he's not a good number 2. Elon also couldn't run for president because he's not born on U.S. soil.
Well, and you know what, the coolest part about Elon, I live in Hawthorne, California. I've seen that thing constructed from where it was just Crenshaw and 120th to where it's Crenshaw and SpaceX with a complex now. So, I mean, the two things have nothing to do with each other, but that's the thing about it. I don't think there's never been this much money tied with the whole population to where you can get a sway from people because everyone knows your name now. Most politicians, like I said, we don't know who they are. That's even when the country votes full tilt, there's half the population that could vote because some people just ain't interested. Now they're kind of taking it to rock star arena. But I really appreciate you taking my call, Plug. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was hoping we had a bit of a conversation and you're past my expectations, man.
Hey,
You're
man.
doing a good job with your show, bro.
Hey, man, I appreciate you for calling in. Be sure to share this video far and wide for us, man.
You know I am.
All right,
Appreciate
man.
you. All right.
All right. We're going to open the call lines back up. Somebody said they just called. So appreciate that conversation from the caller, man. Somebody said they just called. Let me...
Call from
Oliver.
to accept.
What's going on, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
How's it going, brother? My name's Oliver. I'm calling from Chicago.
What's going on, Chicago? How you feeling tonight?
What about
The topics.
Trump threatening Obama?
Yeah, we got a few topics, but that's the one you want to talk about. Take off. Yeah, how you feel about it?
Honestly, the shit just came out, and like I don't know. The topic that's been on my mind, I kind of get lost in the clouds. I'll preface saying that I get lost in the clouds with thinking, about politics, but find connected is the thing with the Obama and the Epstein files is that I don't understand why people aren't more scared about the implications of what happens when these things do come out. Everybody is kind of, it seems like very lost in emotion, and they're so ready to get justice. If too many of the United States, congressmen, senators, and our wealthy elite, our economy might collapse, right? If we put the CEOs of our biggest companies, the biggest thought leaders that are actually strategizing, for their own best interest, but that is, America's best interest at base. If we put those people in jail and stop them from running our country, are we not scared that collapse because all the pedophiles, they were actually the ones who were hearing things and bringing more money to the country? Do we think that we're all just going to be okay after we figure out the Epstein, or after we figure out whether Obama actually conspired against Trump? Do you think we actually want to know this information?
Yes. I feel like Wall Street will get hit, stocks will plummet, but I feel like we'll rebuild up. You know what I'm saying? It won't be. I mean, we got over 300 million Americans here. I'm pretty sure we can find somebody that can, fit the damn job description.
Well, it's not about finding new people to be able to decisions in our companies and our policies. It's about other countries trusting those new people who come in. If it all comes out, the United States 25% horrific criminal pedophiles,
the world is not gonna care, because you gotta understand we got most of these countries are just now updating their age of consent to 18. Not most, but a lot. We have countries that are still and they do business. There's countries that people fly over to mess with girls that aren't of age in America. So I don't think that would be the reason. Maybe just a new regime. I would say that maybe. Yeah, okay. But as far as just the outlook of it, no, they don't give a fuck. I mean, shit, motherfuckers look at how many times the church has been put out for that type of shit. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? They still doing business with the churches.
I mean, you can name, or whatever that wouldn't care, like Saudi Arabia, or maybe even, to go so far as to say something like China. I don't know about China, but because there's plenty of countries that don't care about that, but I feel like most of the countries whom the United States relies on for its income, like Europe, all of Europe, care, right? And they're going to stop doing business. The United States in large part, they're already starting to try to. You don't think that kind of some of the biggest incomes in the world saw, after learning about this information?
Hold on, caller. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm looking for my lighter. 1 second.
Okay.
Damn, check.
Wait, am I still here?
Yeah. You are still here. Everybody double tap the screen and shut a live out. But no, I don't think those countries, even the countries that you mentioned, would care. I'm just saying, especially those countries across the water, because I'm just saying we hear about all the things that go on with, like I even mentioned before, even with the churches and the scandals that they have. Nobody says anything about this shit though. They're not getting raided, like, so no, I don't think it'll be a problem. Not in their eyes.
All right. Well, I don't know if there's much more to say about that then. That's pretty much what I wanted to ask. But thanks for your time, man.
All right, man. Appreciate you for calling in, man. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and give us a call back one of these days.
Already subscribed.
All right, now.
Bye.
I'm opening the call lines back up, but yeah, chat. I don't know where my other lighter at. Let's get to 150 likes right quick, man. Double tap the screen, shut the live out. Let's get to 150 likes. I got the call lines open. I'm finna pull up the clip. Where is the clip? Excuse me. Damn, man. Hold on. Let's see. Oh yeah, Candace Owens dropped another part to her series. We're gonna listen to Candace right quick. See what she talking about.
By saying, I think that we made history last week because on Thursday, Trump begrudgingly ordered Pam Bondi to move a judge to unseal the grand jury testimonies related to the Epstein case. Now, I want to be clear, absolutely nothing is going to come of that, and I'll explain why. But the point.
She's saying ain't nothing gonna come of that. I mean, I told y'all ain't nothing gonna come of that. The call lines are still open. I'm just trying to see Trump. If she's saying Trump loses control of his base, what is he hiding? Candace has done a full 360 on Trump damn near. And I guess y'all think Trump, that was one of the creators. Trump was saying like, hey, I made you. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all think that's who Trump was talking about? People like Candace?
That MAGA revolted against Trump and we won. Lingers why has it come to this, right? Like, what are we doing here? What is Trump hiding? Why is he going down like this over Jeffrey Epstein? I'll tell you why I think it is in just a moment. Plus, later on in the show, the Coldplay concert-going CEO that was caught in an affair has now been fired, and it's a very intriguing story. I cannot lie, and I'd like to share my thoughts on it. So let's jump right back in. Welcome back to Candace. Obvious example of that, which is a little bit darker, is COVID. It was weird. Everybody got weird. The supermarkets, the stickers on the floor, looking back at people and looking angry at them because they didn't go from sticker to sticker, or maybe they forgot something and had to go backwards. Yeah, that, my friends, is the madness of crowds. Everybody is doing it, so I better just do it. Anyways, the point I'm making here is that Donald Trump and the Zio cronies that are around him were banking on that reaction from MAGA. Just follow the king. Bow at the DJ set at the end for no reason at 2 a.m. in Barcelona. Okay, that's what they were banking on. They wanted that. They thought that Trump would say to us, jump. Everyone would go, okay, how high?
Shit, some did. You know what I'm saying? Some did. I had a caller call in on me the other night and damn near bugged up on me talking about, you didn't see what Trump said. Why are you still talking about the Epstein files? And I'm like, damn. Why is you coming at me like that? I guess he thought I was just a diehard Trump supporter. He was like, you didn't hear that, you know what I'm saying? You didn't hear what he said. Like, he said, told everybody to stop talking about us, talking about the Epstein files. Damn. Okay.
When Trump told us to simply forget about Jeffrey Epstein, started terming it a Democrat hoax. And when he said, oh, only stupid people think otherwise, oh, the weaklings think otherwise, they thought that we would just be entranced. And they were wrong. And now both Trump and the neocons around him, they are receiving the shock of their lives. They are learning that the MAGA movement was not game. The MAGA movement instead.
What's crazy to me is when y'all come in here, let's get to 150 likes right quick. When we say, why are we talking about Epstein? Like, this is supposed to be an international PDF ring that uses blackmail and PDF stuff to control the world. And you asking, why are we still talking about it? This is a international child T ring that uses blackmail to control global affairs. And you're asking why?
Like a tidal wave, and it was ready to crush Trump. That is the reality. It turns out that MAGA is not actually a cult. They were hoping it was a cult.
You said, God, you're so triggered, crybaby. I'm not triggered. I mean, I'm in here interacting with my chat, Topaz Smith. You know what I'm saying? Topaz. I'm here interacting with my chat. Maybe you're triggered. You came in here talking about God. You're so triggered. You using the Lord name in vain. Maybe you're triggered. Topaz.
Turns out that Trump maybe doesn't even understand the movement that he's led for the last decade, okay? Trump just learned that when it comes to children, hell hath no fury like a MAGA scorned. Okay, and not just MAGA, by the way. This was left and right. People went, okay, I don't even care what boundaries we're crossing here. Release the damn files, okay? You're the king of nothing if you are not prepared to defend children. That's the point. You will endure a figurative regicide unless you release the files. We're going to protect the children, first and foremost. Thursday, he partially caved to that pressure. First, he was fighting.
Topaz, you say you glad that you're populated in my mind? I'm glad you comment on my damn channel. I guess we even.
All these things, and then there was movement. He tweeted this on Truth Social, and Pam Bondi responded to it. He wrote, based on the ridiculous amount of publicity given to Jeffrey Epstein, I have asked Attorney General Pam Bondi to produce any and all pertinent grand jury testimony subject to court approval. This scam,
What's up now, Jocelyn?
perpetuated by the
I
Democrats,
think
should
she was
end
talking to
right
me.
now. And then you can see Pam Bondi responds and says, President Trump, we are ready to move the court tomorrow to unseal the grand jury transcripts. Okay. And then, as a follow-up to this, Trump posted onto Truth Social on Saturday morning that they had done that. He shared, I have asked the Justice Department to release all grand jury testimony with respect to Jeffrey Epstein, subject only.
Y'all say those original MAGA leaving Trump. I did see a lot of them burning the Trump gear, and yeah, we playing Candace. We trying to see what she talking about. She beefing right now. We was gonna play Pierce Morgan, but hell, Pierce was talking to Robert Greene today about, elevating your mind and shit. He wasn't really talking about the topic. So, I was really waiting on somebody to call in, but nobody called in, so I just played a clip right quick. I can't find my lighter, so I'm finna have to go use the toaster again.
Court approval. With that being said, this is the important part, guys, so pay attention. He writes, with that being said, and even if the court gave its full and unwavering approval, nothing will be good enough for the troublemakers and radical left lunatics making the request. It will always be more, more, more. And then he ends it with MAGA. I kind of like that ending. MAGA. It's great. the language there, because what he's doing is he's kind of already tipping his hand, right? He's basically saying, you're not going to be happy with what we're about to give you, but he's trying to sort of prime the base to go, oh, but if any person is...
That's what I was saying. Like, he already know everything's gonna be redacted. Nobody can go to jail for this grand jury testimony. Like, if we do get anything, it's gonna be redacted. I'm at the point to where I don't even know if we're gonna get anything, because even after it's approved, it's still a long process. So I think they're gonna long draw it out. That's why we're getting all of this stuff. If it does come out, everything's gonna be redacted. No new names, no new locations, no new dates.
Happy, then they're like the raving leftist lunatics. They're troublemakers. Why are you causing so much trouble? Well, I'm going above and beyond now. I don't even care about this. I'm going to release these transcripts, but I'm going to tell you that I'm going to predict that there's going to be people that aren't happy with this. See what he's doing there, right? It's pretty obvious. Okay, he knows we're not going to get anything. We know that Jeffrey Epstein was working for the CIA.
You said the grand jury information is already available? Damn, I don't know my joint call. Let me look it up.
Mossad. You'd have to be a big dummy, big dummy not to recognize that by now, okay? We now also understand that everything involving Jeffrey Epstein was really a show. It was like watching a drama play being put on. It wasn't a question ever of whether they were going to tell us who he was involved with. It was really them trying to figure out how to satisfy public interest.
No, it's not out yet.
Case, right? Their goal was to protect the sinister truth of what he had been up to and who he was up to it for and how he had done it, but also managing to satisfy public interest. This is what show trials are all about, by the way. We just got to satisfy the public interest.
Grand jury will be the tops. God bless you. 200 pages, probably. Yeah. But all the names gonna be redacted. I think this is crazy.
You will recall that the second time when he was flying back, Paris landed into Teterboro, he was indicted in the Southern District, New York courts, right? Southern District, New York courts. And we know that it's quite interesting that now Pam Bondi is trying to sell to us that the Southern District of New York is going to be the answer to everything that's going on, right? Like suddenly the SDNY is going to be open to showing to us what happened in these transcripts. So I'm going to show you these articles, by the way, just to make it so clear that they know that we're going to get nothing in this, because they went.
Yeah, Candace don't think we're going to get anything either. Listen. Damn, yeah, we had to get his ass up out of here, man. A motherfucker don't know how to come in here and be cool, man. So I ain't even want to tell him to pick his shoes up, man. Y'all remember our Fresh Prince, you know what I'm saying? How they used to throw Jazz ass out the house. You know what I'm saying? By the back of his damn neck and his belt loop, they just threw his ass out the house. That's how we just threw his ass up out of here, man.
They interviewed some lawyers and who came out and said right away, they said, you're not going to get anything here. This is the Associated Press. Request to unseal Epstein grand jury transcripts likely to disappoint, ex-prosecutors say. Okay? And they know this because, first and foremost, it's the Southern District of New York. That's where Diddy's show trial was being held, right? That's where Trump's show trial with E. Jean Carroll was also held. That's where Justin Baldoni's show trial is being held in the SDNY. There's every bit of evidence that this district is implausibly corrupt. The state knows fully well that whatever testimony was given to indict Jeffrey Epstein, it's going to be intentionally limited. It's going to be bare minimum. Trump is just pretending to unseal this because he wants it to be enough, okay? He wants us to all think that, okay, well, only troublemakers care. And what we actually want, we don't really care about what happened when he landed and a couple of weeks later killed himself. What we want is everything pertaining to the 2006 case. Remember? The one that Alan Dershowitz helped him settle. He then was suddenly running the sheriff's office. The case where the feds agreed that as a part of the plea deal, no other person in...
I thought Comey's daughter was already gone, Chris.
in Jeffrey Epstein's order.
Hey, we 2 likes away from 150. Let's get to 150 likes right quick, man.
Was going to have charges brought against him. Like, oh, Jeffrey Epstein getting a slap on the wrist covers everybody. He's falling for everybody that could have been implicated in this case. Why would the feds have made...
Yeah, she is gone, Chris. She is gone. They walked her out the other day. They fired her like last Friday or Thursday. They fired her, the Comey lady. They did fire her like last Friday.
Deal. Obviously, they were covering for powerful people that were caught up in Epstein's initial case, okay? So yeah, Trump's team filed that motion to unseal the grand jury transcripts. But like I said, looking at that AP News headline, it's because they already know they're not going to get anything. In that article, they cite 2 Manhattan federal prosecutors who both say that Trump knows that there's not going to be anything because grand jury testimonies in that district are known to be intentionally brief. They estimate that it'll be max between 60 and 100 pages of testimony. And they cite Sarah Krishoff, who was the assistant U.S. attorney for 13 years. She said, quote, "It's not going to be much because the Southern District of New York's practice is to put as little information as possible into the grand jury." So what are we to conclude about this, guys? Trump is playing games. He is, I'm sorry. He is flat out playing games right now. In fact, he's doing that thing that we always felt the press was doing to Trump supporters, thinking that we're stupid. Going, okay, they don't know much about how the law works. If I just say I'm going to unseal something, then it looks like I'm acting, and then I'm going to call everybody who doesn't agree with that a troublemaker. He knows exactly what he's doing. Yeah, because I'm going, is this new? Is Trump suddenly being brand new about the Epstein topic? And the reality is, when we looked back at clips, he's actually always been a bit wishy-washy on the Epstein points, okay?
Here we go, Trump saying, Candace saying Trump been wishy-washy on the Epstein points. Double tap the screen, shut the live out, man. Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube. If you think Trump has always been wishy-washy about the Epstein shit, press 1. If you do not think Trump has been wishy-washy about it, press 2. Wishy-washy 1, not wishy-washy 2, man. Double tap the screen, shut the live out. We are 25 subs away from the next sub goal. We do have memberships available, super chats available. If you become a member today, you get access to 250 past live streams, man. Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube. Straight up, man.
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
I like hearing that, man. I like hearing that.
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
Straight up.
People are circulating all these old clips, and I want you guys to check out this one from back when he was running last year. He sat down with Lex Friedman. It was September. And this is what he said when Lex Friedman pressed him on his hesitancy to commit to releasing the files. Take a listen.
A moment where you had some hesitation about Epstein, releasing some of the documents on Epstein. Why the hesitation?
I mean, I'm not involved. I never went to his island, fortunately. But a lot of people did.
Why do you think so many smart, powerful people allowed him to get so close?
He was a good salesman. He was, was a hale and hearty type of guy. He had some nice assets that he'd throw around, like islands. But a lot of big people went to that island. But fortunately, I was not one of them.
It's just very strange for a lot of people that the list of clients that went to the island has not been made public.
It's very interesting, isn't it? Probably will be, by the way. Probably.
So if you were able to, you'll be...
Yeah, I'd certainly take a look at it. Now, Kennedy's interesting because it's so many years ago. They do that for danger, too, because, endangers certain people, et cetera, et cetera. So Kennedy is very different from the Epstein thing. But, yeah, I'd be inclined to do the Epstein. I'd have no problem with it.
That's great to hear.
You see that I'm just not comfortable. It's not a straight answer. He says other people are going to get caught up in it, and but you then kind of pivots to talking about JFK files, which has always been very clear. I will release the files, and he does it again. By the way, a few months before he sat down with Lex Friedman, he sat with Rachel Compass Duffy of Fox News, and here is what he said to her regarding the Epstein files.
You declassified the 9/11 files.
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
Yeah,
Would
I
you?
did. I did a lot of it.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would. I think that less so because, you know, you don't know. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world. But I think I would, or at least
Do you think that would restore trust? Help restore trust?
Yeah, I don't know about Epstein so much as I do the others. Certainly about the way he died. It would be interesting to find out what happened there because that was a weird situation and the cameras didn't happen to be working, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, I'd go a long way toward that one. The other stuff I would.
Kind of a weird.
See, when we watched that clip over here and I pulled it up, y'all said I was tripping. Y'all said I was tripping when I said, damn, and that clip was, you know what I mean? Y'all said I was tripping. But now Candace saying that it took her hell all this damn long, but you know, we call out the good, the bad, and the ugly over here.
Right? It's not strong there. He's like, oh, well, that maybe. There's a lot of fake stuff in there. And where? We're being told now that their Epstein files don't exist. So where's the fake stuff at? Racking my brain, genuinely trying to consider what is the connection here? What is the connection between Jeffrey Epstein and...
A lot of fake stuff in there. They don't exist. Or the client list don't exist, I guess.
Because clearly there is something here that gives him pause. And there is a picture for me that is emerging. And look, I will say right now, I'm very open to being wrong. But I think what I'm about to present is somewhat of interest. Like there's a little bit of a pattern emerging. Okay, so what do we know so far about Jeffrey Epstein? Tomorrow we'll jump back into the Jeffrey Epstein's files, but already, what do we know? Well, we know that his money is very mysterious, and that once he got this money quite mysteriously, his interests were...
You said, why didn't Biden release the files, Rainy Girl? Because he didn't say he was going to release them. That's the topic here. Biden and the left, they did not release the files. They damn sure didn't, but they didn't say they was going to release them. Somebody did say they was going to release them. A lot of people said they was going to release them, but hey, man.
Amongst businesses that allowed for him to traffic young women, okay? We covered this already, but Jeffrey Epstein injected a ton of cash into MC2 Modeling, okay? That was a modeling firm that was owned by Jean-Luc Brunel, a French guy. And all of a sudden, after this cash injection from Jeffrey Epstein, MC2 Modeling hits the mainstream in a big way, right? They're signing client deals with Nord.
Damn, Chad, I was trying to get this caller in. Let me try to call back. I don't know what they even said on the call. It might be a troll. You said
your
why?
call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
You said why delete your message? I didn't delete your message, guy. Maybe the chat deleted it. Maybe an admin deleted it. It don't even show your message was deleted. That means you typed in some bullshit that YouTube didn't allow. So maybe you should check out what you typing in the chat, bud.
Macy's, Saks Fifth Avenue, Neiman Marcus, JCPenney, Kohl's Corporation, the Target Corporation, Sears, you name it, right? And Virginia Roberts Giuffre, right, the Epstein accuser that spoke out, would later allege in her 2014 testimony that MC2 was actually a front for sex trafficking. So he was injecting cash because he was allowed to move minors through that business. She alleged that she herself was trafficked as a minor to Jean-Luc Brunel, okay? He also, Jean-Luc Brunel, created other agencies. The One Mother Agency in Kiev, Ukraine. As we already know, the Jeffrey Epstein story, for some reason, modern day...
You said I got some mayonnaise on my elbow. I don't even eat mayonnaise. Cake ass nigga. I only eat mayonnaise, cake ass nigga. Cypher, appreciate that donation, Cypher.
Call from Alaska.
What's going on, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
¿Qué pasó? It's Alaska from Texas.
Okay, give me 1 second. Y'all give Cypher some flames in the chat for the $5 super chat, man. Appreciate the $5 super chat, Cypher. Thank you for your continued support. How you feeling about tonight's subject, caller?
I gotta tell you, I am truly amped up for all of this. I think it's a long time coming, and these names are going to be revealed. Mark my words, these names will be revealed. It's just a matter of time. It might not happen all at once. Oh, it will happen. We have to have strategic planning when it comes to all of this, because there's so many people involved in this. Okay, from the left and the right, down to it. Trump, when he faltered, because I feel like he didn't realize how big this was, the country would fall, and so now he's just trying to strategize and everything like that. But he holds to all of his promises. He has so far, and so I have faith that he will continue to. So my question to everybody here, regardless if you left or right, okay? If you left, what's going to happen? Trump isn't on the list. Can I ask you that? What's going to happen when your heroes, the people that you love so much and that you follow and you put all of your trust in, what's going to happen?
You want me to tell you, listen, you calling in here sounding like, oh damn, I don't know. You calling in sounding like you campaigning. But listen, I appreciate you for calling, but why would he have 1,000 agents flag his name in the files if he wasn't in the files? Why do you need the files to be flagged? Why is there Dick Durbin, the Senate ranking Senate member, filing paperwork to Cash Patel and Pam Bondi asking why did Trump put 1,000 people to look through these files and flag his name every time it was mentioned? And what did y'all do with those files that were flagged? Now you're saying what's gonna happen if his name isn't in the files. I don't know. If his name's not in the files, then shit, they're just not in the files. I mean, but it's just kind of hard to believe if, you put a whole task force on it. Now, who put his name in the files is a different story. I don't know.
Okay.
Grand jury testimony, maybe we'll find out something. But I just don't. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, but can I ask a question? Let me ask a question, because I filter out a lot of political stuff, for my own peace of mind, as should anybody do. Okay, I encourage everybody to have a filter through the media.
Well, if you filter, listen, if you
hold on, let me ask me a question.
I got you though. No, I'm saying this to the chat though. I have a question. If you filter in your mind, but you're kind of campaigning, if you filtering while you campaigning, that will come off as they're calling you a cultist in the chat. And I'm saying they're probably calling you that for what you just said. Like, you came on here campaigning, but then you said you filter a lot of stuff out. So that's probably why they're calling you a cultist. Oh, but you got the floor. I'm gonna let you have it.
Calling me a what?
A cultist.
I can barely hear.
A cultist, like you're part of a cult. A cultist. They're calling you a cultist in the chat.
I don't put my faith in trust in nobody 100%. Let me let that be known to everybody. Okay? Now, I do support people, but I do also understand that people are human. People are victims. They fall victim to money. They fall victim to blackmail. They fall victim to pressure. So let me just let that to be known. So when I speak on all aspects. I speak on all sides. I think about all sides. I'm not a one-track mind female, or I'm not a one-track mind human being. So I appreciate you bringing that to my attention, because I'm kind of stupid to this internet stuff. I'm not I don't read comments. I don't know how to be on a call in the comments. I'm old.
Okay.
I'm 42.
But now, go ahead. You got the floor. You can make your point.
So, all right. So what was your last question? Because,
It was about if he's not on the list. I said, I guess he's not on it, but it's kind of hard to believe somebody will put 1,000 people to look for his name if it wasn't, if they didn't feel worried about being on the list. And then we just played the clips where he was like, they asked him would he release the files, the Epstein files, the MLK files, the JFK files, and he was like, not so much the Epstein files. I mean, I want to know about how he died, but we're not really worried about the people. And we're talking about somebody who trafficked children. And we're talking about somebody who was
Dead serious,
convicted
straight
of
up.
trafficking children. So you're ready to release the JFK files, MLK files, but when this lady asked you about the Epstein files, you said, not so much.
All right, so here's the thing. And there, when I speak to, please just be patient with me, because I think about 20 different things at the same time, and it's very difficult for me to get, to stay focused as it is without being interrupted. So just be patient with me, because I'm going to cover everything, okay? So basically, first, I'm formulating. Give me a minute. All right. If he was on that list, why would he have pushed for it to be released in the first place? He was the only one that pushed for it. No one else cared. If he's on that list, he knows that he's on that list. That's why I believe that he's not on that list.
Listen.
That's the only reason hold on, I'm not, please let me formulate.
Well, you had asked me a question, though. You had asked me something. That's why I
Well, I
interjected.
mean,
Okay,
okay,
go ahead.
so
Go ahead.
I want you to think about it. I want you to think about everything I'm saying. But I see how that's confusing. But, okay, so that's why I believe that he's not on the list. Not because I'm a Trump supporter. Not because I want so badly to believe that he's the good guy. But because I know about human psychology. Okay? That would be political. That would be like pew-pewing himself in the foot. Unaliving political suicide or political unaliving. I was like, that would be stupid to do that. Okay, secondly, and I just posted about this today, all right, with all of the media crap. I sent out an email directly to Ted Cruz because I'm in Texas, okay? He's my senator, okay? I told him that the media is filtering, the media is putting out, it's lies. We don't even know what to believe anymore, okay? Because everybody's just, the media used to be based on you have to have facts to speak it. Now people just getting on the news, and now it's not about the news. It's not about facts. It's about their freaking opinion, their point of view. It's poisoning us. It's injuring us. It's causing us diversity. It's causing us to hate one another for our own beliefs. And it's causing massive depression and homicidal, tendencies. People don't know what to believe anymore. It's going to cause, inevitably, civil unrest. If this media shit is not under wraps, pardon my French, but, we need to get control over this. We don't need to know we don't need to be sitting up watching the freaking media like it's a goddamn soap opera. Do you understand what I'm saying? We need the highlights. We need to know what's going on in the world. We need the highlights. And we need to know just how, it's going to be addressed. We don't need to know the ins
So
and
let
outs
me
of
get
every
this,
single
crew.
detail.
You're for censorship.
Look, there is a fine line, common ground. We the people deserve to know what's going to be done, how it is going to be handled. We need to know that. We need that peace of mind. But this overwhelming, we're drowning in media. And this is something that the left is oppressing us.
I mean, all you got to do, it's not that we're drowning in media. I have a lot of friends and they don't know what the fuck is going on. That's your algorithm.
That's what I'm telling you.
That's what you choose to watch. I got friends who play video games all day on Twitch. I got friends who go to work. I got friends who are truck drivers. They don't know what's going on.
When we look to because of how it is, if it wasn't so oppressing, they would flip on the news channel because everybody wants to know what's going on in the world.
But I mean, let's roll it back. Let's roll it back then. Let's roll it back because exactly what you listen. Hold on, no, because you made a point. You made a point. You made a point. But let me give you an analogy. Just go back to 2016, right? December 2016, right? They're saying that Obama had that meeting, Russia hoax, right? And Obama put it out through NBC, Legacy Media. So this shit was going on then. If you're saying you support Trump, you believe what he says, you believe the Russia hoax, you believe Obama lied, you believe legacy media did, the same people you're saying that should be the only people we should listen to is the same people that put out that Russia hoax against your president, our president.
I'm not about sides. You know what I'm saying? I'm about truth. I am about truth. And, you know, everybody, like I said earlier, everybody falls victim to pressure, to blackmail, to money, to all these other different things, right? Yes, I follow very closely. And here's what I'm about to say. Freaking the left has a point. The left has several points. And the left is right on a lot of different aspects to an extent. And then the right is the same thing. The right has very valid points, and the right is right to a freaking extent. And I'm asking, when the fuck are we going to come together? Because this is the reason we were made to be different. This is the reason we were all made to be unique, with our own different perspectives and our own different outlooks. I am sick and tired of the right and the left fighting. They don't fight. I mean, they don't unite. All they do is say, I'm right, I'm right, I'm right. And they don't listen to each other. And they're all about control. This is the problem when you have power, when you are a world leader. You stop listening to people. But no, it's not at that point that they get that ability. Okay? Even us as citizens, us as human beings have that. We have that. We don't even listen to each other anymore. We don't even listen to our points anymore. I wonder why. Because we watch the left and the fight, the left and the right fight all freaking day long.
Well,
It's shoved down our throat.
yeah, I mean, I get it. They do, but I mean, we got to understand why. There are fundamental
The reason is
differences.
because
Hold
they
on.
want to be right. They
Yeah,
want
but
to
you
run
got
how they
no.
want
It's
to
not
run.
just that they want to be right. It's fundamental things going on. Like the direction of our damn lives is on the line here, and one group wants to take it one way, the other group wants to take
We
the other
all
way.
need each
Hold
other.
on,
We
don't
all
cut.
need each
I
other.
let you talk for like 5 minutes straight. We all need each
Sorry,
other.
I'm
That's
agreeing with you.
kumbaya. What
I'm
I'm
agreeing
saying
with
is
you.
that's
It
all
just sounds like I'm
kumbaya.
arguing.
But you have to understand that. What are we gonna do when issues come up? What are we gonna do when issues come up? Like,
We're going to have to work together.
okay, but
If this
at the
country
same time,
falls, it's not going
listen.
to be from an outside source.
Listen, what I'm saying is this. Working together is what this is. Policy going back and forth. It has to go over here, then it gets rewritten, it gets sent back over here, and then it doesn't pass, then it gets rewritten, it's sent over here, and then it gets signed off on it. That's supposed to be working together now. So what I'm asking you is what happens if this isn't the solution? What happens when we have fundamental issues like abortion? What happens when we have fundamental issues like LGBTQ? What happens when we have these type of fundamental issues that people just don't agree on? You're saying people need to just agree on this some shit
Everybody
when
is
people
right.
aren't how everybody okay, well listen, show me somewhere in the world where everybody can just be right and do what the fuck they want to do.
Can I make an example? My body, my choice. Okay, this is a very controversial topic. Please, biblically, it talks about how abortion is wrong, and that's why Trump stands how he stands. Okay, but if you are raped, if that was taken from you, and you have to carry a child, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand where they're coming from.
I'm not asking what you believe. I'm asking how do we fix it? How do we get both sides to agree? How does that work?
To each other.
Listening to each other is what we've been doing, going back and forth to the Supreme Court. I'm asking you for some policy. I'm asking you, you're saying democracy's not working. I'm asking you, what's the solution? You're telling me how you feel. I want to know what's best for America.
Tell you. The left and the right need to come together for the sake of the country, because we're supposed to all be on the same team, right? And we have to find a common ground. You got quiet.
I didn't want to interrupt you. I wanted you to finish. You know what I'm saying? I wanted you to finish without being
Well,
interrupted.
sometimes, look, I'm not on here to hear myself talk.
Okay. No, I just
I
didn't
get
want to
to the point
interrupt you.
real quick. I get to the point very quickly.
Okay.
I know that you got about 30 seconds before somebody just interrupts or decides to not listen to you. So I've learned in my life to get to the point very quickly.
Okay. No, I get it. You're saying fundamentally that both sides need to get along, and I'm saying that fundamentally that's not gonna happen. We can just agree to disagree. I am saying they do need to
Well,
get
you know
along.
what can
But when you
happen?
have
We the people happen with us. Can agree to disagree, and we can find agreement on both sides within each other. And we are the voice. Listen, the government runs the fucking country because we've allowed them to. Arguing, it's just like watching your parents fight all the time. You learn to think that that's normal. We the citizens are no different. We think that shit is normal. Therefore, we don't listen to each other. But once, we are the voice. Do you understand? Like, if we freaking rise above that and we go back to freaking grade school or whatever and recap on how to freaking actually communicate with one another and say, yeah, I don't necessarily agree with this on this aspect, but then you can find grounds where you do agree. You start listening to each other. You understand? That's where we unite. This is my movement. This is my movement that needs to come back, not my movement. This is the just movement. This is the righteous movement. This is like when we stop communicating with each other, that's when everything breaks down. That's when nobody feels like they're being hurt and they feel like they gotta fight for every freaking solid point, every belief that they have. And that we're out psychological warfare with each other because the left and the right can't fucking get along. Why do we have to follow in their footsteps? I believe in listening to each other. I'm not going to hate on somebody because of their beliefs. I'm not going to hate on somebody because of their culture. They're valid. All of their beliefs and the way that they see the world is based upon from their experiences, what they've gone through. And they're not wrong for that. We need each other. We need to learn from everybody. I'm sick and tired of people thinking that they're on a fucking pedestal and thinking that they know best, that they know, whatever. They don't. We don't. As soon as you get arrogant, as soon as you let that pride go, pride makes you fall. I'm tired of pride. I
get it. I get it. But in that system, who makes the decision? In a system where
we
everybody...
make the decision. When it's done in an appropriate way, a civil way, you know how you had that paper? I forgot, I can't think of the word right now. You pass it along, you get signatures, you get people to agree, or whatever. We don't fight back. We don't impede traffic. We don't act stupid. We don't start killing people. We fucking act accordingly. We act in a just manner. We unite. If we unite in a civilized way, and think of how powerful that's going to be. Even with
Okay, so let me ask you this. How would you feel if they put out a federal abortion ban right now? You would support that. You would just get in line.
So on that note, and I'm gonna talk a little bit slower so I can.
Right now, if they said if Trump came out tomorrow and passed a federal abortion ban, all states everywhere, would you? How would you feel? Would you just get on board, like you said, just agree with it, come together with it?
It's not about agreeing or disagreeing. That's my whole point. That's the whole concept of what I'm trying to tell you. It's not about agreeing or disagreeing. The government is going to do whatever the government is going to do. It means that I have to do what the government, you know what I'm saying? Just because if the government passes a law that abortion is okay, I'm supposed to fall in line and think that abortion's okay? What the fuck happened to critical thinking? What the fuck happened to morals and freaking, values? My value is I believe what I believe. And I'm not going to follow it just because the fucking government is saying that it's okay. Start using our brains again. And
Okay.
this is what I'm talking about.
I asked
So
you that
when
because you were a woman, so I guess you know what I'm saying, you're pro-life. I mean, okay, I understand.
did I say one or the other? Because I don't remember if I said one or the other, because it really doesn't matter if I'm one or the other. It doesn't matter what I believe in. It matters about finding common ground and talking about the subject. So I don't believe that if I did mention if I'm pro-life or not, I apologize, because that's not my point at this conversation.
Okay.
And this conversation is evolving.
Okay.
Like a stupid person, it has a closed mind. That, in my opinion, is what makes a stupid person. When you shut your mind to other perspectives, you lose, you die, you begin to die. If you're not evolving, if you're not growing, you die. That's it. And part of evolving is getting together and listening to other people's perspectives
Okay.
on how they feel about certain things.
All right, caller. I got somebody on the other line, so I'm gonna get you off here. But I do appreciate you calling in again. Maybe I get to talk to you again. Be sure to share the channel out far and wide. We heard your message loud and clear.
Take care.
To you as well. You call her back.
Hello.
What's going on, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Tony. There you go.
Okay, what's going on, Dago?
Hey, I just kind of want to react to the caller here. I guess I'm from the line. I will own it because she doesn't own what side she's on. But I just wanted to remind, like, the definition of politics, right? It's just anybody can go and Google. It's about power. It's about vision for society want to implement in the world. If there is a process of trying to find common ground, that's why you go to the Senate and pass laws. But at some point, politics has always been sort of power and conquest of power. And so it's like, this is such a fallacy to say that there needs to be common ground and, like, we need to be coming together on issues where fundamentally, I mean, what the fuck is the common ground on Epstein other than just release the files? You know what I mean?
Correct. I understand what she was saying, like, on a fundamental principle, but it's like when you have government involved, I feel like somebody's gonna have to make the decision. I think when she was talking about getting the signature, she was meaning petitions, like get a petition for everything. I just wasn't trying to cut her off in that moment.
Yeah, but it's like, that's like by the time you have the petition, like, you fucked up. Because there's people can vote and people have voted. It's like, at this point, see, this worked. You know what I mean? And this is what people wanted. To kind of go back on her point, like, what happened to critical thinking? I'm like, that's a good question, you know. King died while Trump was president, right?
Correct.
In the federal building, under Trump's watch. That was in Biden. Who said that he was going to release the files? As you said earlier, that was in Biden.
Correct.
Who had an entire team release phase 1 files? That was in Biden. Oh, and by the way, what happened to phase 2? But, also, they're fake files created by the Democrats. Why are you releasing them then? It's just like, you ask 2 to 3 questions and the entire thing falls apart. Being on the left, like, there's many issues where I'm happy to try to find a common ground and coming together. But, like, on those issues, like, please, caller, let us know what you mean by common ground. Half of the files, ones where Trump is not on it, I mean, this is ridiculous.
No, I also want to see that 1 minute of footage that was missing every single night from that file. I said that too. She said that she was going to get us that 1 minute of footage that's missing every single night, the same 1 minute, and we haven't got that yet either.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, the appeal to common sense when this is like the least sensical position is absolutely crazy to me. It's like, yeah, where's phase 2? It's phase 1, but it was fake. Were you lying to people? Like, what's going on here? It's just, and I'll tell you, like, this thing of like, even if they're real, because some people keep saying that on the right now, so it's like they're half real. But let's say they're real. I'm an attorney myself. You can totally release the files and prevent the names from the victim from coming out. Like that is such a ridiculous point to say that like we want to protect the victims. Like that happens every day in court. Okay, and you let the names of the perpetrators on those documents, and you redact the name of the victims. Like that's completely fake. The second thing that's a complete lie is the grand jury thing. When you go to law school, they'll tell you in the first class, grand jury is bullshit. A grand jury will indict pigs. Meaning, there's no rules of evidence or anything. Anybody can come up with any story. It's so easy to indict anyone. And as a defense attorney, it really doesn't mean shit when somebody is indicted until you start looking at the evidence yourself. Then, when Trump says, I'm going to get the grand jury to release it, that's a lie. What he did, and people can go and look, he got the government's lawyers to ask the judge to release the files of the grand jury. However, the request is so broad, does not ask to protect the name of the victim, that is going to be rejected. He has to turn around and say, see, this is this leftist judge who's refusing to release the files. That ain't me. If there's common sense to be found, go on Google how the grand jury process works. Look at exactly what happens after Trump says something. And the common sense will tell you who's wrong and who's right. Because this is one of those areas where there's no common sense or common ground other than like, tell the fucking truth, man. Or don't say you're going to be the most transparent when you're clearly not.
Correct. So how do you feel about Bongino not leaving and Pam Bundy staying?
You leaving for sure? I didn't catch that.
No, he hasn't left. He said he was gonna leave if Bundy stays, but shit, he's still there and she's still there.
And he's still doing the work. But you know, once you take that government life, especially in Washington, it's really hard to go back. And then go back to what? Threats every day. You know what I mean? Getting Secret Service and security pulled, because that would be the first time that Trump does this. He's gonna stand by.
Okay.
He did what he did so that history books will mention his name. I don't think he's going anywhere.
Okay. Do you got any questions for me while I got you on the line before I open the call lines back up?
No, I just wanted to react.
All right, man. I appreciate you for calling in. I hope you subscribe to the channel, man, and share this video out far and wide.
I did. You have a good one.
All right, you as well.
Bye.
All right, we're going to open the call lines back up, man. What I am going to say is we're 28 likes. What's that? Yeah, 27 likes away from the next like goal, man. Let's get to 200 likes right quick. That's how you support the channel for free. I am dual streaming on Twitch right now. We do have memberships available to get you access to 250 past live streams, and we do have super chats, man. Let's get to 200 likes right quick. I'm opening it. Is the call lines back open? Yeah, we got the call lines back open. Whoever's calling unknown, it's not even ringing. That means I got your number blocked.
From to accept.
What's going on, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from? What? Y'all playing on my damn phone. Call up in here playing. Ain't nobody playing. Shit. I'm half sick. My damn joint done went out. Y'all calling in here playing. Shit. Just had to get off live last night because my son was sick. Stayed over him. Allie, you want to call back? It don't matter. Hold on, man. I'm going to play a little bit more of this Candace right quick while I light my joint.
It has a lot to do with it. Robert Maxwell. The interesting part is that we know that Jean-Luc Brunel, just like Robert Maxwell, just like Jeffrey Epstein, had a very conveniently timed death, okay? In December of 2020, he was charged with the rape of minors, but committed suicide before he could actually stand trial. And you're not going to believe it, guys. This was after Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide. This guy does the exact same thing. You would think, connected to Jeffrey Epstein, that they would maybe not leave extra bed sheets around that he could hang himself with, but they did it again, and Jean-Luc Brunel hung himself with a bunch of bed sheets. Okay, so we'll park that aside. Similarly, we also know that Jeffrey Epstein was casting women inappropriately, pretending to be a cast director for Victoria's Secret models. Now, that's also interesting that Les Wexner gave him the keys to all of his business.
Yo.
What's going on, Alex?
I kind of want to respond to the caller.
Go ahead.
Appreciate and do that. This is like getting to the real of it. So that's why I really appreciate the caller, because he's like, how are we going to find a common ground? A lot of people think that, how the bill is passed is what is called finding common ground. But no, these are our rulers. These people have our feet in their hands. And I think, why don't they ask the people? Why don't they ask the people what they think? Why don't they take? This is why I don't put my whole faith into the government. Because when the fuck did they ever ask us what we really want? They just go out, they make laws and fucking pass laws, and they don't take us into consideration. So why are we sitting here taking them into consideration? When are we going to take our fucking reality back? That's what I really want to know. There ain't going to be no common ground, judicial system, in this freaking government system. Our hope and our faith in the wrong thing. Trying to say is, we, the people, need to find a common ground. How I can say that, yes, he's got points. Like, yes, where I am weak, somebody is going to be strong. And where I'm strong, somebody's going to be weak at. We need each other to be the voice. And ultimately, when we speak, if we were to unite, speak together, despite all of our differences, all of our different cultures, all of our different races, all of our different whatever, and we freaking aligned with each other and took it to, and handled it civilly. They have no choice but to listen because we're united. And they don't want us to be united and pissed. They to have a certain specific group pissed. Okay, they can handle that. They just throw freaking smoke bombs at you to silence you or what. But when we're united, all races, creed, sexual orientation, religion, they cannot fight that. And I'm going to tell you exactly what being united in that facet is. God. Straight up God. And who, when we have God before us, who can stand against us? It's the voice, y'all. That's what I wanted to respond to the caller. That's what I was trying to get my point across. See, this is why I needed that caller. This is a perfect example. I needed that caller to call in so I can, he helped me, finish my point. We need each other. We need each other. It doesn't matter. It's not about right or wrong anymore. If our country falls, it is not going to be because of an outside source. It's going to be because somebody raised war against us. It's because we didn't stand together when it fucking mattered most. And I'm sick and tired of everybody fighting over this bullshit. This is bullshit. They you know what? Even people come from the hood, they get into celebrity status, and they still fighting each other. When the fuck are we gonna evolve? In my day, what I feel like being a gangster is, what really is about bugging life out is about evolution. Getting ahead of the game, beating the game. How do you beat the game? You fucking use your brain. Use your allies. You use your enemies. When you can make friends with your enemy, you're unstoppable. This is This is the new way of life, you guys. This is God. God wants us to unite. And it doesn't mean that you have to give your life to God, whatever. You have to bow down. I'm not here to preach. But this is biblical. This is biblical. You know why it's standing for so long? How strong it's stood for so long? Because nothing can come against these principles. You don't have to profess to be a freaking Christian or devout Christian. It's not about heaven or hell even. It's about, can we even work together on this earth? That's our lesson. That's the lesson that God wants us to learn.
Okay.
And you know what? When he built the Tower of Babel, he broke up all the languages. Nobody could understand each other. He wants us to find other ways to work together. This is our chance, you guys. This is our chance. We can work together. Nobody can trust the government no more. Everybody's fucking corrupt. Everybody. But, we lost. We're lost. When you cannot have faith in your government, who can you have faith in? Your people, your peers, your allies, even your fucking enemies. Because even the freaking enemies will align together to beat an outside source. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the outside source. And when y'all see those names, be careful what you wish for, because those names about to drop and your world is going to come crashing down. Because the last person that you expected to see is going to be on that fucking list. This is your wake-up call. Thank you, Jesus. And thank you, Jesus, because this is every sin will come to light. Every sin will come to light. Every darkness, every corruption is going to be brought to light.
Okay, Allie.
The people are more holier than the government. This is how bad it has gotten.
All right, Allie, that was a powerful message, man. The chat saying you had a powerful message.
I'm done now.
For real.
I'll shut up.
that was a powerful message. But I am gonna open the call lines back up, man. I do thank you for calling in.
All right, so okay. Appreciate you for having me back.
All right now. Yeah, man. Y'all said Allie had a powerful message, man. That was a powerful message. She is right, We can't unite under God, but there will still be politicians and things going on. Will still be somebody calling shots, but we do need to come together more as communities, Stop trying to be so divided, At least try. Nobody's perfect.
Call from.
Hey, this is Chris from Cincinnati.
To accept, press 1.
We do need to at least try. Double tap the screen. We are about 23 likes away from 200 likes. Can y'all give me the 200 likes right quick? Can y'all please get me to 200 likes? Y'all know that we live stream. This is the second stream of the day. I dropped some videos today, man. We cranked up on the channel, man. Y'all support me. I support y'all, man. Let's rock out.
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
All right, now what's up, Chris from Cincinnati? How you feeling about tonight's topics, man? You can take off wherever you see fit.
Oh, geez, where do I start? I saw something in the notes. Did you say something about the Martin Luther King hours have been released or going to be released?
They have been released today. It was about 6,300 pages when I went to the website. I didn't see any redactions either. I didn't see any redactions. But I didn't go through the 6,300 pages. I just kind of bounced around.
I'm looking forward to reading through it and stuff because I actually knew someone who worked for the FBI back in the 60s, like back during that time when JFK was assassinated and Martin Luther King and Robert F. Kennedy stuff was going on. And like I said, I haven't had a chance to look at the files and stuff yet, which I'm going to do, but
yeah, it was a lot of COINTELPRO things. It was a lot of COINTELPRO things. One of the documents that I went and read it was showing like even during his commemoration, they were still having undercover agents there to figure out what they were gonna do. Like they had the whole list of the kids weren't supposed to go to school one day. They were supposed to do not go to the stores or something one day. I don't know. It was a lot going on, but they were showing how the government had people inside of the gathering that kind of information.
Yeah. I mean, I had heard something about, I don't know if it's going to show in the papers and stuff that got released, but you know, heard that, you know, there was some kind of tension between them and like the Communist Party, you know, here in the United States at that time. And I'm kind of curious if that's going to be in the records and stuff about,
I don't know,
affiliations to the Communist Party. And I think it's really, I'm wondering why they're just now releasing all this stuff. Why now?
I know why
2024,
now.
25?
Why now is because for one, they need to turn the tide off of this Epstein shit. That's the main reason that's coming out right now on this day. Cypher, appreciate you for the gifted membership. Cypher, man. Cypher always supports the channel, y'all, man. I appreciate that gifted membership, Cypher. Drop some flames in the chat for Cypher and that gifted membership. But another reason is because the video of MLK where they had the surveillance on MLK is due to come out in 2027.
So they're going to release that too?
Correct. That was supposed to come out in 2027.
Wow.
So they haven't released it yet. It's not set to be released. I guess, you know, they have national protections on it right now, and in 2027, I guess those protections are up. And I would assume a freedom of information request will get those.
I don't know if you knew it or not, but if you look at if you go to the National Archives, because I've been looking through the Kennedy stuff that got released, you know, all the Kennedy stuff mixed in there with that has nothing to do with the JFK assassination.
Yeah, a lot of the Kennedy stuff was in the MLK files too.
Yeah. And what's really interesting is if you go in there, Adolf Hitler, believe it or not, there's files in there that is talking about sightings of him in Argentina and then Buenos Aires down in South America that they seen as credible. Like saying that he didn't kill himself in that bunker in 1945, that he
escaped. Yeah, I've heard those theories. Man. What I am gonna say is though, when you mention that, I just want to know why was JFK mentioned so much in the MLK files? They were talking about JFK, his assassination, and everything. It was like they were kind of coinciding it from what I just.
Yeah, it's almost like, why were they investigating Martin Luther King, RFK, and JFK on the same?
Why were their files
It's
crossing?
weird, yeah.
Why were their files
Why are they all connected? It's almost like they're all connected somehow, and the government knew it.
They said it's the same time period, and it was COINTELPRO, but I just don't know why so much overlapping. Like, even though it's COINTELPRO, even though it is the same time period, I felt like MLK would have his own shit. Like, I don't feel like there wasn't just mentions.
I completely agree with that.
There wasn't just mentions of JFK. Like, there's whole pages of JFK shit scattered throughout the MLK files.
I mean, it's really interesting what I've read so far. Like, it's talking about, you know, how Lee Harvey Oswald was like a CIA informant. Like, he worked for the CIA. And I don't doubt that, because if you really think about it, like, let's look back at the 60s. So, when Lee Harvey Oswald, he went to Russia. He lived in Russia. He had like, renounced his American citizenship and went to Russia, and then he came back here, and they allowed him back in the country. You got to think, this is 1960s or early 60s, you know, around the time of, you know, when they were having hearings and stuff about communists and the Red Scare and stuff like this. And they're going to allow him back in the United States after living in Russia, renouncing his citizenship and saying that he's a Marxist-Leninist. Allow him back in the country? Like, that doesn't even make any sense. In 1960s, it doesn't make any sense, much less now they would do that.
Okay.
Unless they knew something.
Right, I was trying to see where you were going with it.
That's like they knew something about him, like he's in an asset for him.
Okay.
Shortly after he went into Russia is when they shot down one of our U-2 spy planes. When he was in Russia, and one of our spy planes got shot down, and they often think that he gave secrets to them about our U-2 spy plane and how to target it. Because he was a radar operator in the Marines, operator. So he knew about, you know, radar and sonar technology and stuff like that. So he could have given them information. And I think that's why it's taken so long to release it, because I'm sure there's more names in there that's going to come out in the wash, and it's going to have names of people who might still be alive right now.
I don't think we'll get. You saying on what we'll get some names in the MLK files?
I think from all of it, from the JFK files, MLK files, I think the reason why they didn't want to release it is because there were people's names who are in there that's not redacted, are alive right now, who have something to do with it. I think that's why they wanted to wait so long. They wanted to make sure everybody in that was dead.
Okay.
And that could talk. And I think that's what they're afraid of, is that stuff getting released. People are still alive who lived back then. They might be old as, you know, crap right now, but they were still alive back then.
Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't seen more videos of just people, you know, putting things together with the JFK files since they've been out. The MLK files have been out. There are like over 6,300, you know, different pages through there. So I wonder how long it's going to take them to get it together and put some pieces together.
I wonder if they're truly going to release everything, like every secret that's been on the American people's minds, like,
never,
you know,
never.
51, Roswell, New Mexico.
Never, because one thing you cutting out, but one thing they'll never say is that they gave the order to go bomb Black Wall Street. They'll never say that. They try to say that man acted alone. No way he acted alone.
No, there's no way. I never believed that he was the only one. I never believed that. And I mean,
nah, man.
I think it's interesting that they're just now releasing all this stuff. And I'm curious if it all comes back to that Epstein. If it all has something to do with that. Giving the American people transparency, but not giving them the transparency that they're wanting, hoping that this is something that will appease the people.
Okay.
So giving us little bits and pieces, by time because I don't know if it's true or not, but I mean, you know, rumors are rumors in the political sphere, but they say that they have 1,000 people looking at the Epstein files right now within the government.
They said they finished
I
it
don't know
in
how
May. They
true
said
that
this
is.
was in March or May. They said March or May they conducted that, and it ended at the end of that month. So I think it was either March or May, one of those. The middle of the month, they put 1,000 people on it, and they was on 24-hour shifts, and they finished by the end of the month. That's what's being reported.
Yeah. See, I don't understand. Like, if they've already done it and they've already looked over it, you know, why aren't they just releasing it? I mean, it's not like the people want to see, you know, all the sick crap that you had. They just want to see lists. They just want to see paperwork.
Appreciate that $2 super chat, Patrick. Patrick says you're reaching.
Reaching?
Yeah, Patrick. What is he reaching on, Patrick? I'll read your chat. Patrick says you're reaching. Yeah. I don't know what he's speaking about. But yeah, he just donated the $2 super chat to say he's reaching. So I was just letting you know that. Let's see. Nah, you here, caller. You can go ahead, keep talking.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm curious. Like, I'm always open to, you know, debate and that. So yeah, if
Your
someone's
Wi-Fi
got
is
some
something that's
ideas that
cutting
might
out.
help.
Your mic is cutting out.
But like I said, I mean, that's what we're all looking for is the truth.
Okay. No, most definitely, caller. I'm trying to wait to see if he's gonna tell what you reaching about so you can respond. But I think you might have walked away from your Wi-Fi box or something. Cause you was kind of cutting
But yeah,
out.
I mean,
Are you back now? Okay, I hear you good now.
Yeah, I mean, I try to devote as much time as I can.
I was gonna ask you why I got you here. How do you feel about the efforts to the trending hashtag arrest Obama? Do you think it's gonna happen? Do you think they'll raid Obama like they did Trump? Do you think they'll arrest Obama like they did Trump? Not saying he'll do actual prison time, but do you think they'll make him go through the process?
Oh, I think so. I mean, they drug Trump through the mud. I mean, if you put yourself in his shoes, in Trump's shoes, knew that someone was behind something, behind making you look like that in the public eye, you'd want to get some revenge of some sort. If that means, you know, Obama getting his picture taken, his mugshot taken.
Oh,
because you gotta think, Trump, as much as I like Trump, he does have an ego. That's something no one can, you know, debate. He has an ego, just like most people who are his personality have, which that's normal. I mean, when you have money and power, you know, you have an ego that goes along with that. You know, just like Elon Musk and the rest of the, you know, huge and tycoons. They have an ego. They can afford that ego.
Correct.
And I think, yeah, it's very possible that Obama's going to be looking at getting.
What you mean, Sunset? That's not how it works. What I'm gonna say is this: Tulsi Gabbard says she has the damning evidence. They got the evidence to put Obama in jail. And she sent it over to the DOJ, which is Pam Bondi, whose ass is under fire right now. And that Pam Bondi is the one that makes that call on if they send them people in there to arrest Obama and raid his house. Do you think Pam Bondi's gonna say yes or no? I think that's how it
I
works.
think she'll say yes. I think she'll say yes because if you look at the difference now between Trump's first administration and his administration now, I think he's learned if you catch my drift, you think he's learned his lesson from his first round? Second, certain people this time around, he didn't pick who they recommended to him to pick. See, when he was first in office, he hired all these people like Merrick Garland and
Man, Trump got that
not
bill.
Merrick
They say
Garland.
Trump cabinet worth 60
What was his
billion.
name? Bill Barr, and all these other people who ended up stabbing him in the back, pretty much. Like General, what was his name? That head General Joe Miley, I think.
Okay.
And all these people,
I'm gonna say this.
pretty
Trump,
much backstab Trump. So this time around, he's got people in there.
man, he got big corporate,
Yes.
man. They worth 60 billion in Trump cabinet before Elon, man. Trump put that money in there in the White House.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
I don't debate that.
Trump put that money in the White House. Man, when I seen, hey, man, listen, Trump put that money in the White House, straight up, man. There's too much money shit going. I'm not saying that, hey, listen, I can get some, I heard RFK get up there and say, man, look, I'm finna sue the hell out these drug companies, man, straight up. I'm finna help the people make a little money. I ain't got no problem with that. I see Linda McMahon, I don't know what the hell, how she got her job. She really wanted the other job, I guess, but it's like, man, she done got a job. It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? We just seen the WWE scandal, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Then we got, it's just a lot going on over there. The whole cabinet worth 60 billion before Elon. Trump worth them billions. I mean, shit. What is all that? What do you say all of that to say, plug? To say that I made an observation, to say that I can be objective, to say that we've read books about these things, about letting corporations and letting the money, you know what I'm saying, run. Like the caller came on last night and said, let me look up the definition. Hold on, let me look it up.
One of his cabinet picks that I really, really, really do like is RFK.
RFK.
The reason I do is because I think he's truly.
Well, how do you feel about They say RFK got blood on his hands.
I think RFK means well. I think he's wanting to the stuff that's being put in our food supply. He is right about many things. I don't agree with everything he says, but I agree with what he says about the food supply. Because if you look at Coca-Cola, have you ever went to a store and like a little Mexican store and you buy Coca-Cola in the bottles?
Yeah, Mexican Coke. They cost like $3.85. They come in a glass bottle.
Now, do you want to know why it's different than ours?
What is cane sugar, right?
Yeah, look at the ingredients sometime. This is made out of cane sugar, pure cane sugar. It's got high fructose corn syrup. Very, very bad for you, which is what causes diabetes. And like, if you really look at it, when we used to use cane sugar in our soda pop, you had kids getting fat and stuff, but you didn't have them getting diabetes on a large scale. It went into the supply. It's because it's cheap. Corn syrup is cheap to make. If they use it, but it's also bad because it shuts down your body's ability to use sugar, like diabetes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good that he's wanting to get rid of the food dye. Like if you look at your cereal that your kids eat, they use like red dye and yellow 40 and red 40 or whatever it's called. He's wanting to make it so if they want to use dye, use natural dye, like use beet juice or use orange juice.
Carrots and shit.
Carrots, orange, yeah, exactly. And that's what he's wanting to streamline. He's wanting to make us more like Europe and Australia and Canada, and having food that's not going to hurt us. Instead of using seed oils, use, like avocado oil, or use beef tallow, use even, because you got to think, like, our ancestors, they lived on lard, and they were fine. I mean, they lived on that stuff. They ate pure beef tallow fat to cook in, and they turned out fine. I mean, many of them lived to be older than our population is now. It's like they're saying that our population, it's going down, like as far as like longevity, like how long you live. It's starting to go down, and it's because of the food. Like food is what's, killing people. Causing, heart disease, diabetes, and these are serious diseases that are killing people, causing heart attack, stroke.
Okay. Well, all right, caller. I appreciate you for calling in, man. I'm gonna open up the call lines, man. I did enjoy that conversation. I hope you call back in and subscribe to the channel.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I am totally. And thanks to your friend who gifted me a free membership. I really enjoy it, man.
Okay, man. Appreciate that for the gifted sub as well, man. I use those emojis down there, man. You can also, make a suggestion, man. We try to keep it fun and entertaining, educational as well over here. But
absolutely, man.
All right, man. Be sure to share
And
this
yeah,
video.
you take care of yourself, bro.
Okay, now. All right, man. We got the I'm gonna take one more caller, man. Last caller of the night, man. Then I'm gonna record a video and then I'm gonna go to bed. Last caller of the night, man. Unless y'all wanna watch something, we can stream something. If y'all wanna watch a video or something, we can stream something. Yeah, they probably got more than that. That's a tablecloth, bro. The one behind me, that's a tablecloth, bro. It go away, it go over there, and then it go to the corner over there. It's a tablecloth. You know what I'm saying? Balling on a budget. We just got monetized. You know what I'm saying? We just got monetized. So I bought that tablecloth for $1. Actually, it was $2, but it came in a pack of 2. So per unit, I paid $1 for that tablecloth. You see this flag right here? Matter of fact, I'm turning the phone lines off. We finna kick it. I ain't taking no more calls tonight. You see this flag right here? Matter of fact, let me take this phone number down. Drag to Q&A. Let me go over here to the damn pin comment. Let me go take that shit off of pin, the phone number. Take this shit off of pin. Unpin message. Yo, we ain't taking no more damn calls tonight. We finna kick it for a minute. Y'all can ask me some questions, how I feel about certain topics, and I'll let y'all know. But I paid $1 for this right here. I paid $1 for this. The Dollar Tree. I paid paid $2 for this. You know what I'm saying? Private drive. This is plug after dark. You know, at 11 o'clock we put the kids up, man. And then you put the kids up. It's plug after dark. Private drive, man. Cut your lights off when you hit the driveway, man. Cut your lights off when we hit the driveway. Straight up. What's my opinion on shit being too cheap? What's cheap right now? It is some shit that be cheap. Like, I bought some eggs the other day. I ain't gonna say they was cheap, but shit, they wasn't $6 no more. They was like $3.25. Bought some eggs for like $3.25. Eggs like $3, $3.25 now. Hey, let's get 6 more likes right quick, man. Let's get 6 more likes. Let's get the 200 likes right, man. You said $1 for our flag is bullshit. Yeah. Well, I mean, I had went to the Dollar Tree. You know what I'm saying? Everything is pretty, you know what I'm saying, low cost over there. It's not like I went on Amazon and, you know, shopped around. I kind of, you know, was at the Dollar Tree. Yeah, I got some eggs for $3.25 the other day, like 2 days ago. We not dealing with nothing right now. We done talking about everything. We just hanging out in the chat. I'm trying to get 4 more likes, and I was waiting till we hit 3 hours on this live stream. And I was finna either do a reaction video or do a reaction live stream. That's what I was finna do. It's 1:41 in the morning where I'm at. I've been on stream for a total of, we did the Hunter Biden stream earlier. That was about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours. We did about 2.5 hours. Then now we just hit 3 hours. That's 5 hours. Then I did 2 hours on another platform, and I'm multi-streaming right now. So not counting the multi-streaming, I've probably done about 7, 8 hours almost on live today. Almost 7 to 8 hours in front of the camera. You saying eggs are like still $6 here? No, I'm in the South. I'm in the South. I'm in Texas right now. Allegedly. But yeah. On my other channels, they're different content. Like I have different content other places. You know, I do like a lot of business market consulting, like small business, specifically marketing, teaching people how to, you know, target ads, teaching people how to, you know, I actually dropped a book, 2 books. One of them, the ebook, is called The Art of Organized Action. It teaches how omnipresence amplifies what community sustains. And I just take that business model that I created right there to my client. So like when I get a client, that's pretty much what I would do for them, no matter what industry they're in. I'm actually, I'll tell y'all about that in a minute, but no matter what industry they're in, I pretty much teach them that omnipresence amplifies what community sustains. So what does that say? We got to have a community first and foremost. That's what we're building here, a community. That's what my Discord is, a community. Matter of fact, they just gave me a My Community tab on YouTube, so y'all can go in the community tab and, you know, start conversations or drop topics that y'all want me to talk about in the community tab. So you build a community. It's kind of like the snowball effect, but I break it down, you know what I'm saying, differently. It's the art of organized action, but it's essentially a way to jumpstart the snowball effect, to actually, you know what I'm saying? So you get the community together, and that way now you have a community. Now when you catch those moments to where you have a big moment to where you do go viral or somebody comes in your room, you already have that community there. So the community is going to be there to push you even further, to push you even harder, to, you know, keep conversations going. Like they're building their own relationships inside the community. That's why I tell y'all it's bigger than just me. Like this a community. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in my Discord have their own relationships like outside of me. Like they, get on the phone or talk to each other in the chat or start voice chats. And sometimes I'm not there. A lot of the time I'm not there. Sometimes my Discord going off all night to where I gotta silence the notifications. You know what I'm saying? But that's what you call community. And once you had a community, and then I come on here, y'all see some nights I have 1,700, 1,800 in the live, or some nights I have 40 people in the live, 20 people in the live. Some nights I have 100, 200. You never really know. But when you do catch those moments to where it's big, it's like, that's where your community is there. There you have somewhere to direct people to. That's why I say drop my Discord. That's why my name is the same on different platforms. It's like, but my community is in Discord. My core community is in Discord. That's where you can find me. That's where everybody links up. Our Discord is not really big, you know what I'm saying, right now. I don't really just promote it that much, but when I do remember to, I promote it because that's the hub. No matter what platform that I want to go live on or do something on, like I can moderate all of that through my Discord. Like, hey, if I'm going live on YouTube, I drop at everyone. I'm going live on YouTube. I drop the link. If I'm going live on Bigo, I drop it at everyone. I'm going live on Bigo. If I'm going live on Instagram, I'm gonna drop it at everyone. I'm going live on Instagram. So what does that do? That gets people in my room organically, like not through that platform. These are outside sources coming in. So in your analytics, you can see all of that. They'll show whether it was a direct link, known, unknown, whether it was the shorts feed, whether it was whatever. So those outside links tells the platform that you're promoting it. You're promoting outside that you're streaming there. You know what I'm saying? Discord is a hub to where that can happen. Now when you catch those moments, you direct people to the Discord. So what does that do? When your community gets bigger, you know what I'm saying? Now more people are coming into your live as soon as you press live. And then I use a platform called Bigo. Oh yeah, we did. All right, SV. Is my Discord link here? No. My Discord is the mods. I have to drop it, but my Discord is the same as my channel name. Just plug station. That should get you there. What I was gonna say is, yeah, as you build your community, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta think. I use a platform called Bigo, right? Bigo is kind of like similar to like it's just a platform where you can meet a lot of people. There are other platforms that are similar to it. But I use this platform to bring people to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Like I go over there, I hang out, I do have different conversations, I do have different content, I do kick a lot more business market game over there. Like I have more of these talks over there. But I do troll and have fun and talk shit too. You know what I'm saying? I do that too. But that's a platform to where you can easily interact with 100 to 200 to 300 people a day. So if you're ever interacting with that many people a day, if I just master gas for let's say I'm gonna do a 100-day challenge, I'm gonna show y'all. I might do it for the channel, not this channel, but I got a backup channel. I might do like a 100-day challenge where I show y'all how easy it is to, when you understand what's going and you have a place to funnel your community, when you have a hub for your community, how easy it is to get people in the community. I'm gonna walk y'all through it, like from sending a text message to everybody in your phone that you know and be like, hey, I just need you to join my Discord one time. You know what I'm saying? Just join my Discord, and that's all I'm gonna ask from you. All the way to going through your IG, Facebook, whatever, sending out that same message like, hey, I need you to do this favor, because once you get them in the Discord, they're in the hub. Once they're in the hub, everything else that you go live on, they'll get. You see where I'm going with that? Now from there, you go to a platform like a Bigo, and that way it's like live stream, but it's chat rooms, almost like Clubhouse, but you can be on video camera. and you use that to expand your platform. Like shit, if you go through panels and there's 12 people on a panel and you go through 10 panels a day, that's 120 people. That's 120 chances. You go through 20 panels, that's 240. You go through, you know what I'm saying, so on and so forth. You go through 100 panels in a day, that's 1,200 people. And if you're funneling everybody to your Discord, everybody to your Discord, everybody to your server, but you have to have something going. That's where you got to be a creator. That's where you got to be a personality. That's where you got to be an opinion. Nobody wants to just hang out with you. You ain't got shit going. You're not talking about nothing. You're not nothing going on. Nobody really just wants to sit there and watch you play the game and not talk to them either. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have something going. But once you do that, you got a good personality, people will gravitate towards you. Like I said, if you talking to 120 to 1,200 people a day, and like, hey, look, you know, this is what I got going on. I'm this kind of person. You know what I'm saying? This is my Discord. If you want to join my Discord and shit, take advantage. You know, you can drop your links in there, do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Now you growing it. If you get 10% of those people every day to join your Discord, you get between 12 and 120 people to join it. Do that over 100 days. That's gonna leave you with 1,200 to 12,000 people in your Discord. Now you got a Discord of 12,000. Guess what? When you drop a video, instead of the video just going straight to the platform, you can drop the video, private the video, right? Private the video once your Discord gets big enough. Private the video, drop the video, put it through your Discord, let your Discord see it, watch it, comment it, and all of that. Then you unprivate the video, and now your video hits the algorithm a lot easier because as soon as it goes public, it already has views, likes, and comments. I don't do that. I haven't taken advantage of that yet, but that's what artists do. When I work with rap artists and things of those sorts, that's the move right now. That's what the industry is doing for them. That's what the label is doing for them. No, it's not through a Discord, but it's still through a private server. They're not doing Discords. They're really doing like, oh, damn. They're not doing Discords. They're doing ads. They're doing all ads. They're doing all ads right now. So what they'll do is, like, for the rap artists, what they'll do is they'll drop the music video. That's why you see the rap artists post the video. You know what I'm saying? You could tell the video is already done, but they'll post like 3-4 days in advance. And while that 3-4 days that they promote and video coming Friday, the label already uploaded the video to YouTube. The video been on YouTube. They just got it unlisted or on private, not private, but they got it unlisted, so we can't see it as the public. And what they're doing is they're running ads to those videos. They're dropping those videos in different, you know what I'm saying, Discord hubs or whatever, and they running that shit up. So by the time it does go public, it already got, or maybe they had a comments off. They might have comments off and just run the ads with the views and shit. Boom, then they put it public. That's what they do. But that's the power of having a community, you know what I'm saying? Organized action. You let the omnipresence amplifies what community sustains. Once you have that community, it's so many different ways that y'all can benefit each other. There's so many different ways where you can take it this way, you can take it that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, with my Discord community, like, everybody knows in my community, if you got something going, holla at Plug. Shit, he gonna give you the platform for it. He gonna let you promote it, as long as it's not no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. That's what I do. We always say, me and Money both. We don't care if you sell cookies. Money helped me grow my channel. Like, y'all gotta realize I was doing music and then I was in the streets doing shit like that. When I was on YouTube, I was vlogging. I had a vlog channel, but I was never consistent. So the only thing I was consistent on with this type of shit was doing music. So I was doing music, had a following doing music. Boom. I end up I went to jail. When I went to jail, Money started doing YouTube. He started doing YouTube. He started doing Facebook and all of that. While I was, shit, I wasn't doing nothing at the time. I wasn't rapping. I had a job at the time. Matter of fact, I was still on papers going through that shit, so I had a job. Um, I got out. Money was doing YouTube and shit. He was like, he wasn't going live yet though. He was just doing videos and shorts for like a whole year, maybe year and a half. Um, then he started going live, and I was jumping on his StreamYard panels with him going live, figuring it out. And then we just put my channel together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I picked out a name. I thought about my name for a while and shit. He was like, yeah, you need to make sure your name is right. That's how we got Plugsation. If y'all go look at my videos, I'll let y'all choose Plugsakian, Plugsation, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I let the comments choose. They chose Plugsation. So, but yeah, he gave me his platform. Like, I got my first 100 subs on this channel the same way I told y'all, like messaging people that was in my phone, messaging people that was on my Facebook and IG and shit. Got my first 100 subs. So before I posted a video or anything on my channel, I think I already had 100 subs. Then on top of that, I was going live on Money's channel with him, like and he would, at the end of the show, he would tell people, you know what I'm saying, to follow me. So I got like 20, 30 subs that way, you know. And then just from then on, shit, we just started going live. He would connect his live to mine on StreamYard. You can link the lives, or I would connect my live to his, and it would be like a dual stream. We did that for a while, for maybe like a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then shit, I just started my channel on my own. You know, like going on his live during the day, being on his panel, him coming on my live at night, being on my panel until shit, we got enough traction, or it was shit. The rest is history. That's my partner. But I had help, like I said, shit. But I helped him as well. Like I told him, like as soon as he started going live, like, before you go live, Money, like, I had my Discord before Money. I was like, Money, you need a Discord. Like, we got to build communities, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't just be the creators who, you know what I'm saying, don't read the comments and don't talk to people. Like, we got to build a community, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, you know what, you right. And shit, so we just sharpen each other. Like, shit, he gave me a platform. He helped me start, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was thinking about it too much. Like, what am I going to talk about? He was like, shit, bro, just press record. So, shit, I just started pressing record. Right. Yeah, community. All right. We did hit the 200 likes. Appreciate you timing the ass out, Cypher. You know you got to get them together. But I am finna get off here, chat. I'm tired. I'm going to get some sleep. We'll be back in the morning. I'm going to record a video, and then I'm going to carry my ass to sleep. Good night, chat. Thank you for all the donations. Thank you for all the likes, subscriptions. Thank you for the gifted membership. Cypher, appreciate all every donation. Appreciate all the likes, every comment. And thank y'all for showing up and rocking with me, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Be sure, y'all go drop some comments on my videos. I've been uploading videos, man. I did the reaction. If you haven't watched that Hunter Biden live stream, go to my lives today. I'm going to leave it up. I got like a 2-hour live where I did a reaction to that Hunter Biden, man. Y'all go watch the Hunter Biden with me, man.